And welcome back.
I found a foxtail on our floor. I'm gonna make sure this doesn't puncture a dog's paw. So I'm gonna throw that out. Okay, let's get started.
Yeah, let's do it.
So flip this around. Flip
yeah, we'll
that
give you guys
one.
a second to get in here, but yeah,
I feel like I need to sneeze.
go for it, rip it.
Nope, I can't.
All right, so yeah, if you're just tuning in, what we're doing, high protein vegan meals for building muscle. This is what we meal prep every single week. Let's give you a little breakdown of what's happening. Over here we have our Tupperwares. We have our glass Tupperwares that we package our meals in. What we're cooking today, we're doing rice, tofu, and veggies. That's our go-to meal prep that we run on repeat. We're doing two different meals actually because there's going to be 20 meal preps made. 10 of them will be the rice, tofu, and veggies. For the other one, we have a different protein. We do seitan. This is a very dense plant-based source of protein here. Um, so that one we're doing rice, beans, seitan, and different vegetables. So two different veggie stir fries, two different protein sources. Meals that we can run on repeat all week. We do this every single week. Great way to stay dialed in and make sure we get enough protein on a plant-based diet. Yeah, if you're just tuning in, once again, this is just our weekly meal prep. So we'll kind of go over what we're cooking again. So starting out with the rice, we have our rice cooker here. If you don't have a rice cooker or an Instapot, highly recommend getting something like that. Let's get our rice out. We have our rice that they make seem so fancy good. Organic, traditional basmati rice from the foothills of the Himalayas. I like saying that. It sounds really good. But this is some pretty high quality rice. You get this at Costco. You get this giant sack of rice. It's like $40, but this lasts a long time.
It's Mitchell's giant sack.
So we go through a lot of rice here. Let's get a measuring cup so we can start scooping that.
Oh, hi Milo. He's come to join.
Yes. So.
That's our dog. Yeah, I know. I don't know how to get it out. I can't. I think it's just. Oh, you got it? What was it? Oh, yeah, it was really stuck.
Yeah, last night, I don't know if you guys saw, we were streaming and we made high protein vegan burgers for 4th of July. We did a special impromptu stream last night. So yeah, what we're gonna do here, 4.5 cups of rice.
Run for Dome said, I've watched y'all on my FYP. I don't know what that is.
For you, Pete.
Oh, and
Nice.
OMG, y'all make me laugh, and I love watching y'all the couple times I've seen. Hell yeah. Welcome back, man.
Yeah, definitely give us a follow. We do these streams all the time, man. Yeah,
we love seeing you guys come back, ask good questions. Remember, this is a live Q&A, so feel free to just ask what you want.
Yeah, any questions, inappropriate comments are all welcome here.
Run.
It's a safe space. You can say anything you want with or without judgment, depending on what you say.
Run for Dome followed us.
Shout out to Run for Dome.
Yeah, thank you, man. Welcome. He was the one that commented.
Welcome to the squad.
El Rico said basmati rice is the healthiest rice.
Yeah, so we get basmati because apparently rice has high levels of arsenic. A lot of foods have heavy metals in them because of the quality of the soil nowadays. But basmati rice, particularly from this region of the world, the foothills of the Himalayas, just that area of Asia, a lot less arsenic. Apparently, I don't know. I've never done my own tests on
it. Little Booze Farm 2900 said, cook rice in the microwave.
You could. We have a lot of rice.
That would be too much to
4.5 cups
cook in the microwave rice. Right now.
So that would be, yeah. Anyways, the rice cooker is great.
Yeah, it's basically like a microwave. You just put it in and it makes it for you.
I got this new system because when I do the water, I always.
Oh yeah, should I count?
To stream and talk to you guys.
Okay.
So you guys are gonna count, and Ilana's gonna count and keep me on track. We need 9 cups of the water. So if you guys can just count in the chat as I do this, That would really help boost the stream engagement and make it more fun as more people will get in here. That's 1 cup. But if you guys can just type in the chat as I do this, and then I can forget about counting, that'd be great. That's 2. Okay, the rest is for you guys.
Oh, someone already said 3, but I don't think we've had 3 yet.
You need to count. This is
They're trying to mess with you.
It's not a lot enough. So what we have here is reverse osmosis water. You want to come in here a little bit closer?
Yeah. That's 4.
So we have 2 different things. This one is connected to a filter under our sink, and then this one is just the tap water.
5.
So we can show you. Why don't you go under there and show them that?
No, I need to count. I need to help you count. Okay.
This is 6. So that's our filter. And it purifies the water. It strips everything out of water. The chlorine, fluoride, if you have that in your tap
7.
water, depending on where you live. Yes, we highly recommend something like this. They make countertop versions of this as well.
8.
One more. I can count.
Okay. All right. That was really stressful because someone was messing with us in the chat, and Orange Locked kept commenting different numbers to fuck with us. DJ Hall is here, by the way.
DJ Hall?
He said, "Good Lord, 2 boxes of rubber." And what was the other comment he made? No run. They only eat meat. The tofu is for the roof. They use it instead of shingles.
This is too soft for roofing, I think. We need firmer tofu for that. So what we like to do, we don't like just bland rice.
Run for Dome asked, "Are you guys vegetarian?"
We are vegan, yeah. So I'm assuming more people have joined since I started. So let me give a little recap of what we're doing. We're doing our high protein vegan meal prep. This is what we cook each week. So we have food ready so that we can build muscle and stay strong on a plant-based diet. So a lot of people wonder where we get our protein from, and this is to show people. And it's not from the rice; it's from things like tofu and seitan. Those are some of our more denser protein sources that we use. So yeah, what we're doing today, we're cooking up rice, tofu, and a veggie stir fry for half of the meals, and then the other meal is going to be rice, beans, seitan, and a different veggie stir fry. So 2 different meals, but they're meals that we run on repeat every single week. So
we got more comments.
Yeah, fire them up.
Bailey Bop said hi and
Bailey
hello
Bop.
on YouTube. And then let's see. What else do we got? Run for Dome said, "My parents have a system like that osmosis water filtration."
Oh yeah, that's solid. Here, I'll come show them.
Yeah. DJ Hall sent us 4 roses.
Oh, thanks, DJ Hall. Welcome back.
And then he said, "How much do you spend on groceries a week to feed you both?"
Quite a bit. So
like $300-ish.
Yeah, about like $300 a week. But we do cook most of our own food. We don't go out to eat very often. So that would probably cover like 90% of our meals. Basically, all 3 meals a day for the first 5 days of the week, as well as breakfast and lunch the other 2 days a week. And then we usually have to get something extra to cook, or we go out to eat for the other meals on the weekend.
Miss Steves 12 said, "I got you with likes." I don't know what that.
Tapping the screen.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
hell yeah.
Thank you.
And then El Rico said, "Actually, distilled water is the purest water. Zero anything by a water distiller."
Well, reverse osmosis is technically, I think distilled, they steam it. But reverse osmosis is stripping out like 99.9. I don't know how many nines after that, but pretty much everything. So I would say it's pure enough. But distilled and reverse osmosis has a very similar end product. Our filter actually has a thing that mineralizes the water. So it has like filter where it goes through and it has minerals. I don't fully know how much minerals you're getting from it, but that is one plus to our filter system.
Neen and 4 said, "What is seitan?" And she also sent us a lightning bolt. Thank you.
Thanks for the lightning bolt. Real quick before I go over the seitan, so I added curry powder to our rice to give it a little bit of flavor, a little salt, and black pepper. So a good way to flavor your rice without adding extra calories. Everything I added to that 0 calorie, but a ton of flavor. So highly recommend getting some spices from your bulk bin to flavor up your rice a little bit. Seitan is. Want to show them this?
Yeah. So
Explain.
seitan is vital wheat gluten. It's basically the protein part of bread. We use this in our second meal prep we're going to show today. It gives us good lean protein that is plant-based. So we'll show you guys more of that later.
Yeah, so these come in like crumbles, so it's in this package. They break apart. It looks like ground turkey or something like that. It's very
should we
lean,
switch?
high protein.
Ready?
Yeah, you ready to?
Yep, you gotta take over the comments. There's still
all right.
DJ Hall's comment is where it left off.
Damn, there's 470 guys in here. Hell yeah. Yeah, you guys are awesome.
DJ Hall's comment is where it left off.
My God, you need a part-time job to feed you both. Yeah, it takes a couple of those. This shall change with kids. We'll see. Hopefully, we can sustain a healthy diet once the kids come along. Shout out to the Heart Me from Neenand4.
The what?
Heart Me.
Oh, thank you.
Frankie Nora said, "Do the sign spinners on the side of the road annoy you?" Sign spinners.
Oh, like people who like spin it for like Subway or like. We don't see a lot of those in Santa Cruz. There used to be someone who spun the signs for like a haircut place, but
oh yeah, she was there.
We don't
like
see a lot of sign spinners here in Santa Cruz. I don't know.
El Rico said, "New sub."
Thank you, El Rico.
Shout out to El Rico for subscribing on YouTube.
Since the start of this.
Do you want to tell them about the?
Oh, subscriber on YouTube. Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, here, TikTok or YouTube, we still appreciate it, but yeah, YouTube is where it's at in terms of our long-term video content. So recently, we posted what we eat in a day video. It shows us eating these meal preps that we make, plus our workout for the day. And we have plenty of other nutrition and fitness videos to follow along with on our YouTube channel. So under the same name, Infinite Motion Coaching. That is our handle for everything, our website, our Instagram, our YouTube, our TikTok. So follow us on YouTube once you're done here today. All right, so I'm going to get started on our protein source for this meal because right now all we got going is some curry rice. We need to make sure we have a good protein source here.
It says...
I think I'm wearing my shirt inside out.
Let's see. I got some chat to go through. Lori, aka Big Dog, said, "I got a water dispenser and get my water from Natural Grocers, which is reverse osmosis for 26 cents. Kind of like what we used to do."
Yeah. Wait, sorry, repeat that.
They go to the grocery store and fill up their jugs.
Oh, cool.
Like we used to.
Yeah, we're really glad that we have a water. Sorry, we're really glad that we have a water filter. So we don't have to fill up jugs at the grocery store. We used to have to do that.
Let's see. Charlie said, "I like to add vegetables to rice cooker, onions, beans, etc."
That sounds delicious. Definitely different ways to spice up your rice.
Let's see. DJ Hall said, "I'll check back in 10 years to find you nibbling on a McGriddle."
On a McGriddle? I don't think we'll ever be nibbling on a McGriddle. That just doesn't sound very tasty.
D2K said, "What happened to your ceiling?"
Oh, it's like that. So we live in a converted garage unit. So our ceiling's a little funny looking.
Macy said, "Yeah, she is. I can see the tag."
Yeah, I know. I'm distracted by that because I every time I put my right arm down, I notice that the tag is there and I want to switch it so badly.
Someone said, "What are we doing here?" Do you want to give them a little recap? Because I think a lot of people joined and
I'm
they're like
cutting
clueless.
Some tofu right now. So this is our main protein source for our meal preps today. We also have some curry rice already cooking in the rice cooker. And then after this, we're going to stir fry some veggies. So some broccolini, carrots, and cabbage. And we're going to put that all in our meal prep. So that's going to be our lunch for 5 days this week. So we're going to show you 5 days worth of our meal preps.
Someone said, "Tell her to go fix her shirt so she's more focused." Okay, go fix your shirt.
Okay.
Yeah, so we got our Yeah, we got our extra firm tofu here. So we like to get extra firm tofu because it has a little less water content. If you get the softer tofu, it's like wetter and mushier, and it's not a very desirable texture for eating. That was quick.
Yeah.
Um, Let me see. Someone said our ceiling is cool. People seem to always like our ceiling.
Yeah, our ceiling is pretty cool. I mean, it's kind of unique. This whole place is pretty unique because it's once again it's a converted garage unit. So
Sean
a lot of those
Hairline
answers.
69 said, "Can you eat tofu on its own, please?"
You can eat tofu on its own. You can eat it raw, but you're not going to get sick from it. But we prefer to bake it in the oven. We find that it stays a little better for the meal preps if we bake it in the oven. So we spice it up, make it flavored, and then put it in the oven for about an hour. All right, so
Someone said, "You guys eat that much tofu just for lunch in a week?"
yes. So this is just both of our lunches. Mitchell eats a whole block of these in one of his meal preps. I eat half to 3/4 of a block. I'm just stacking these because I do need to put out a towel for this that I forgot. I'm gonna grab that out of the bathroom.
Dog intermission time. That's our dog Milo. He's always hanging out and just staring at us while we prepare food. Um, he had
So yeah, I
anxiety
forgot
from
about this
fireworks last
towel.
night.
Usually put this on right on the cutting board first thing. So this helps us get some of the excess water out of the tofu before you put it in the oven, which is going to help it get a little crispier. We used to buy a brand of tofu that didn't have as much water in it, and we didn't really need to press it out. But with this brand that we started getting from Costco, it has a little bit of excess water, so good to be able to press it out.
Happy Day said, "How are you making the tofu?" You want to give
So,
them a little rundown on the whole process?
so I'm cutting these into fourth cubes right now, and then we're gonna spice it up with a dry rub seasoning. So usually use a Cajun seasoning already pre-made, pre-mixed from a local grocery store. We get it in their bulk bin. So we're gonna rub each of these tofus down with that Cajun seasoning, and then pop it in the oven. 350?
400.
400. He always sets the oven, so I always forget these
We
things.
should probably do that.
But yeah, we're gonna put them on these pans, lightly oiled. Put them on the pan, let them just cook in the oven for about an hour. So once this part is done, you just kind of let it be for quite a while.
Let's see. I got some chat to catch up on. Jody said you still look really cool either way, tag or no tag.
Appreciate it.
She's the one that told you to go change your tag so you can focus.
I appreciate it. I was really distracted by it.
Hemp for the Future said, "I just started eating tofu. It's pretty darn good."
Yeah, tofu is delicious. I mean, you can flavor it however you like. It's pretty bland on its own, which is why I feel like a lot of people don't like it right away when they try it because maybe they had it at a restaurant that made it too oily and bland and they didn't flavor it enough. So we like to make sure our tofu is not bland, not goopy, not too oily. So we got the good tofu.
Covered said, "Isn't tofu high in estrogen?"
I'm gonna let Mitchell answer that one.
Well, you're on camera, so I
know,
think
but
it's your time
you're
to
always
shine.
good about it. All I know is about phytoestrogens versus. I'm gonna let you explain this. You're a man.
Okay,
You
we'll go on
explain
the
about
we'll go on
estrogen.
the estrogen spiel once I go and season it.
Everyone always talks to
So
him
stay
about
tuned for
that,
that
and then
one. Covered.
he has to explain that his hormones are fine and he doesn't have boobs. So yeah, no, it's fine. It's not the kind of estrogen that affects your hormones. Basically, is all I know.
Happy Day says, "You cook in larger cube and eat like that. You don't cut smaller cubes."
No, this is a lot easier for us to be able to measure out in our meal preps and know we're getting enough protein. Like, yeah, ideally these are smaller cubes, but also it would be a pain in the ass because Mitchell individually rubs the seasoning on each of these, and this is already a lot for him to have to do that with. So I can't imagine if we did like a fourth of each of these, how many cubes he'd have to season up well. So just helps with the seasoning process as well here.
Yeah, shout out to Jody for following us. We
Yeah.
appreciate it.
All right, just gonna
Hemp for the
organize these
Future
little
said, "We
guys.
fix ours with spices too and cook in the air fryer."
Air fryer is a great move as well. We have an air fryer, but we like putting it in the oven because I mean we have a lot of tofu. This would take a while to do in the air fryer with this much tofu.
Happy Day said, "Isn't the inside not cooked though?"
Not if you cook it for long enough. So we do like to make sure it's really crispy on the outside, and that usually indicates that it's going to be pretty crispy on the inside.
Do you eat the whole cube? Says Gamma.
We do. So the one of those cubes that four of those makes up that, or sorry, the like block that makes up. That's four of those goes in Mitchell's meal prep, and then 2 to 3 of these go in each of my meal preps. So that's the difference in our protein needs there.
Happy Days says, "Wow, the inside gets crispy."
Not as crispy as the outside, but it does get like baked, is what I'll say. So it's not gooey on the inside.
Yeah, so it's mostly crispy on the outside. All right, is it time for me to press it?
Yep. All right, switch. Where'd you leave off?
I think I'm all caught up.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay. So what we're gonna do here, we're gonna press the tofu. So as you saw, what she did, she folded this towel over and then put this cutting board on it. If you want to be like really particular about it and get a better texture, you can put something like heavy on this and leave it there for a while, and then more of the water will kind of drain out of it. So what I do is I just kind of get on there and just press a little bit. It can be a little wet for our liking, but if you want a really firm texture, it's all about getting as much moisture out of that as possible. So what we do is the reason we bake it in the oven is because it dries it out. I don't know if you've ever been to a restaurant and just gotten like wet, oily, goopy tofu. It's not very good, and I think a lot of people try that, and that's the reason they say tofu is gross or they don't like it. But just like anything, it's all about how you prepare it. So yeah, pressing it is pretty important depending on how much moisture you get in that tofu.
Happy Days says I love tofu and make it all the time, but I always cut the smaller cubes.
Yeah, so we could cut the smaller cubes. I think it generally comes out a little better like that. But we're dealing with a lot of tofu. We have 4 pounds of tofu. So it'd be a lot to cut and season. So you're gonna see in a second how we season it. It just becomes a lot of work to season. So we kind of do it efficiently like this. So I'm gonna get a bowl. We're doing a dry rub seasoning on our tofu, and the reason we like doing that is because you get a lot of good flavor, but in addition, it gets a crispier outside, kind of like if you put like cornstarch on the outside or wheat flour or something. This is a good way to crispen the outside and get some good flavor.
Dominique Robinso said, "My dog stopped eating his kibble. Can you tell me what you feed Milo?"
Oh yeah, he does that too.
Yeah, that's our that's our
The...
dog. We feed him open farm kibble. Here, I'll show you the brand. Yeah, he likes this front range recipe, ancient grains. So no, he's not vegan. But yeah, he really likes that dog kibble. He seems to be pretty happy and content with that one.
So in the bowl here, we're going to show them our seasoning. We have our Cajun seasoning. I buy this from the bulk bin at a local grocery store. It's like a natural grocery store, and they have a bunch of different herbs and spices. So I would highly recommend if you want to flavor your food better in a nice low calorie way, go to the bulk bin and or just look through the spice aisle and find different flavors. Try some new ones. We have Cajun seasoning, curry powder. Those are a couple of our go-tos. You can get different herbs, different spices, mix them together, and just try new ways to flavor your food because it's just a way to get a brand new flavor without changing things up too much. So you can take the same food and season it differently, and then you have what feels like variety, but then you can run the same healthy meals on repeat.
Happy Days says, "Neat to see how this works." It said, "Do you have a finished version to see?"
Yeah, at the end of the stream. But if you can't stick around for the stream on YouTube, we have a full video of our meal prep, and we do pretty much the same meal prep. I think it's pretty much the same thing. but we edit it as a long form video filmed wide for YouTube. We have some other cool videos like that on YouTube, so definitely worth going and subscribing over there once you're done with our stream. Our goal is to get to 1,000 subscribers. We're at like 580 something, but our goal is to get to 600 today. Hopefully, you guys from the stream can go help us get to 600 subscribers by the end of the day. We would be really stoked if we could do that.
And then Hemp for the Future said, "Thank you guys for the crash course on your tofu method."
You're welcome. Yeah.
Yeah, happy to help. Dominique said, "Thanks so much about the dog food." And then Hemp for the Future said, "Lots of great info." Happy Days said, "What state do you guys live in, and do you have kids?"
California and no kids.
This is
You have
this
a
is our
dog.
kid.
Yeah.
This is our dog child.
Maybe some kids soon. Yeah. Stay tuned.
And then Happy Days said, "Where are the bulk bins for the seasoning?"
Um, it depends on the store. They might not have that at the grocery store, but you go to it's like a natural, like organic grocery store, so they have some of those like nicer amenity things. But if not, you can just go through like the spice aisle and buy little jars of it. It's just a better deal if you
Yeah.
can find like a bulk bin.
You might be able to find it bulk
spices.
online too. I'd like check into
If
that.
not,
You
you can
don't
get
have.
little jars of it.
Yeah.
Same idea. Just try to find different seasonings to give your food some
It is
unique
helpful
flavor.
to have the bulk spices though for like the method we use because we do use quite a bit of it every week. Like that wouldn't last very long if you do have a small jar of it.
Okay, so
Um, let's see. Happy Days said thank you. I think we're all
check it
caught
out.
up.
Bring it right in here. What I do is I'm trying to season this and get all the spices all over the surface of this. So trying to cover the whole outside. It's gonna give it a crispier texture on the outside. You're not gonna get the flavor on the inside. The smaller the cubes you cut it, the more percentage of this tofu is going to be covered in seasoning. So if you want to be, you could probably make better tofu if you cut them smaller. But what we do, this is just more for convenience and um, just because there's a lot of tofu here, so we want to be able to season this efficiently, or we'd be spending 30 minutes seasoning tofu cubes.
Hemp for the Future said, "Are you greasing the baking pan with olive oil?"
I put a little bit of olive oil in the pan. Sorry, I didn't explain that too well, but I poured a little bit and just took a paper towel and wiped it around. We don't want to use too much oil. We'll get to that when we do our veggie stir fry, but we want to avoid adding too much of that. It's very calorie dense. So if we're have any sort of body composition goals, like we want to lose weight or keep a leaner physique, then we want to be careful with the oils because that's just kind of an empty calorie. You're not getting many nutrients or any protein from adding oil to your food. So just something to be mindful of.
Hemp for the Future said, "Right on, thank you."
So yeah, someone mentioned the estrogen and soy thing. Sorry, we never fully addressed that, but in tofu it has phytoestrogens, which alarms a lot of people. But phytoestrogens are not the same as estrogen in our body. It doesn't interact the same. It does bind to our estrogen receptors, but has a much smaller impact as opposed to like if you injected like estrogen like they do for like hormone replacement therapy or something. So it doesn't really have that same effect. But a lot of foods have phytoestrogen in them, but tofu tends to get a bad rap for having phytoestrogens. But like beer, for example, has a ton of phytoestrogens in it, significantly more than tofu. Um, but people love their beer, so
By the way, guys, don't forget this is a live Q&A, so feel free to ask us what you would like. Make sure to like and also reshare the live stream. That really helps us get people on here, so appreciate if you guys can help us out with that.
yeah. The stream said that something about like that it was like not showing it to people because of nudity or something like that. Like it
Oh.
did yesterday.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, I think you need to be more modest. You need to like, wear like a baggy sweatshirt and
Oh,
sweatpants.
I see.
I don't know. I don't know what happened. I don't know if that was from like I don't know.
Saying that I needed to switch my shirt around.
I have no idea.
Yeah, that's weird. Hopefully
TikTok is.
Do we need to like restart
sensitive to
it?
that. Why don't we could try that on
Yeah.
TikTok if you want. Or it could ruin everything. What do you
Oh,
think?
I don't know.
How many people are in here? Normally we have like
28.
28. All right, guys, we're gonna restart the stream because I think TikTok thinks we were doing naughty things on stream.
Los says the dog is nude.
Yeah, the dog
is always nude.
His balls are out. Maybe they saw the dog's balls are out. You can't put that on the internet.
All right.
We'll be right back, guys. Come back to our page in just a moment, and the stream will continue. It'll be like 3 seconds, and we'll be back.
How do I stop it?
There's like a little power button in the top left.
I don't see that. I don't usually stop the live. Do I have to swipe back? I don't see it. Oh, I see it. Oh, top right corner. Okay. All right. We'll be right back, guys.
Keep it on YouTube, though.
Okay.
Is anyone on YouTube?
There's one person on YouTube.
Hey,
yeah, YouTube. We're still here. How do I restart it?
Just go to like you're uploading a short and then click live.
I have no idea. Oh, okay. Live. Go live.
Instagram, yeah.
There we go.
All right, we're just gonna re-intro it. Yeah, that's weird.
That is really weird. Yeah.
All right, what's going on, guys? We're doing our live meal prep today. We're doing high protein meals for building muscle. We do this live stream every single week to show you guys what we do as vegans to build muscle. But we're doing a big meal prep operation today. So 20 meals, 2 different types of meals. We're kind of midway through right now, but we're doing our tofu right now. Cajun tofu in the rice cooker. We have our curry rice brewing, and then we're gonna do a big veggie stir fry for our first meal. But we can come over here and check out our Tupperware.
Tater Tot said I eat chicken and dogs with a bunch of meat emojis.
Chicken and dogs?
Yeah. I think
okay.
They mean hot dogs, not like dog dogs.
Is there like do you have a hot dog emoji?
No, but burger, chicken thigh, like bacon, steak.
We're not like
emojis.
The type of vegans that get annoyed if you eat meat, so you're kind of in the wrong place.
No, like, Jonah Hill, you can't join. He said, "Can I join? I'm naked." And
this is what happened. This is not us in this predicament in the first place.
His comments restricted. I'm gonna not approve that one.
Restricted. Okay. Let's clean this cloth up. So we're gonna do our veggie stir fry next.
Oh, Tater Tot said no. I mean proper dogs.
Proper dogs,
like dogs.
We have a dog.
We have a dog. You can't eat him though. Man. Yeah. He's ours.
Yeah. We're curious. Where do you live?
Oh, he said yeah.
Yeah.
I can't tell if he's joking or not.
That's fine. We don't take things too seriously.
Yeah.
Milo Tater Tots wants to eat you. He said he like.
Oh, he said he's from China.
I think he's just being racist.
I think he's probably just being racist too.
All right. That's enough Tater Tots. All right, we're gonna throw this.
He's really spamming our YouTube chat.
All right. So yeah, we're throwing our tofu in the oven. We're baking it at 400 degrees. Did our dry rub seasoning, Cajun seasoning on that. In there, we got our rice cooker cooking up some curry rice. And then we're going to do a veggie stir fry on the stove here.
Let me get out the veggies.
So we're going to switch.
Okay, switching. Hopefully we don't get flagged for anything.
All right.
Yeah, we had to restart the stream because, I don't know, maybe me being in a crop top flagged it somehow for nudity. I don't understand how that happened. But I
think you shouldn't say that word. I think that might be a sensitive one.
I'm not gonna, sorry, I just said that.
You want to tell them what you're doing?
Yes. So I'm getting out some broccolini. Oh, I need to get the
what are we doing with all of this stuff?
We're gonna stir fry some veggies. Oh, I didn't realize our parsley was at the bottom. Let's take care of that. Okay, and then we gotta get out our kale and, or sorry, not kale, our cabbage and our carrots. So those are both in the fridge. we have cabbage that was half of the cabbage left over from last week, and we got some carrots. So we're gonna chop these up and stir fry them lightly with some olive oil. So let me get this out of our Tupperware, and we're gonna add this to our tofu and our curry rice meal prep. So this always adds good fiber, good nutrients. We like to save half of a cabbage from the week before, because usually we get pretty big cabbages from the grocery store, and yeah, if we put the whole cabbage in, we'd just be on the toilet all the time. So we like to just save half of it for later. I'm gonna get out our carrots. Gotta make sure that you guys wash your veggies. So I'm gonna get a few of those out.
We'll keep reminding people what we're doing. That way they have some context as to what this whole thing is about.
We got some curry rice in the rice cooker right now. And then we have some Cajun spiced tofu in the oven. So we're going to combine those with these veggies that I am washing right now and going to slice up. We're going to lightly pan fry those in a moment once I get these all washed and all cut up. These are going to be our meal preps for 5 days of the week. So these are going to be our lunches, and then the next one we make is going to be our dinners. And that's going to have a different protein source. So we're going to put some seitan in there. That comes from the protein part of bread, vital wheat gluten. And that one's also going to have some shiitake mushrooms, kale, chard, some more curry rice, and some beans. Let's put garbanzo beans in that. So that way we have a complete protein source. Tofu on its own is a complete protein source, has all the amino acids. So that one, we can just use tofu and have a good plant-based protein source in there. Okay, just getting these all scrubbed up. And make sure those are nice and clean. And I'm going to start chopping these up.
Oh, shout out to Freck for following us.
Yeah, thanks for following. I just want to remind you guys, this is a live Q&A, so please feel free to drop anything you'd like in the comments, anything you want us to answer, we will answer. So please let us know what you're interested in learning about fitness, nutrition, anything of the sort. We will answer it. So
we have some new viewers flooding in here, so why don't you give them a little recap about the whole intro the whole thing again, just so they know.
I'm cutting up some cabbage right now, carrots, broccoli.
No, like the whole thing, like the meal prep thing.
Okay. Yeah, I know, I'm getting there. So this is all going to go in our first meal prep. We're doing meal preps for 5 days. 5 days of the week. This is what we like to do every Sunday. And we also have some tofu in the oven, some Cajun tofu. And we got some curry rice in the rice cooker. So that's our first meal prep. And then second meal prep is going to have seitan, another set of veggies. So we're going to have kale, and we're going to have some mushrooms and some chard in that. We're going to have some garbanzo beans and some more of that curry rice in there. So we're going to show you guys the full process of this. We did already get done with the rice and the tofu, but we'll show you guys what that looks like once it's cooked. And then we'll show you how we package it up and put it in the fridge. So that you guys can hopefully have a good start to your work week as well, and have your food prepped and ready to go.
What's up, Flash? Welcome back. Gamma asked, do you eat any kind of meat?
We do not eat any kind of meat. We are fully vegan. I've been vegan for about 10 years. Mitchell's been vegan for like 7 or 8 years. So we've both been vegan for quite a while. We found what works and what doesn't in terms of getting enough protein. So these are our meal preps that we use to be able to build muscle in the gym every week.
Bree Cree said, are you cutting it with a knife?
I am, yeah. I don't know how else I would cut this up.
You can shred it with your hands.
I see. I don't know. That would be not as time effective, I feel like.
PP Party said no bugs either. Fish and bugs, question mark.
Oh, no, we don't eat fish or bugs. Maybe if Mitchell ends up on Survivor, he'll eat those things. He probably won't stay vegan, but for now, this is the way we like to eat. So we just eat no fish or bugs or any animal products of any kind.
He said, "Yikes."
About the no fish or bugs.
Yeah, I think he's judging us for not eating bugs.
Yeah, maybe we should have some crickets in our diet. I've heard they're very high in protein.
PP Party said, "Please tell me you don't own any pets."
We do own a pet.
It's our dog.
He is not vegan. We do not force our dogs to be vegan. He's
asleep.
Allowed to eat meat.
It's 8:30. He's still sleepy. He didn't get much sleep because of the fireworks last night.
Sky homes did not sit well with him. We tried to take him out yesterday to try to desensitize him to it, but it didn't really work.
Someone said, "Fart for the chat, baby." Dude, that's foul, bro.
Yeah, that's pretty foul.
That's like up there with top five or 10 weirdest comments we've gotten so far. Lil Helmina, welcome back. Said, "Do you drink any tea or juices?"
We do drink tea. We like matcha tea. We have that in powdered form, and then we also drink coffee. We do like these sparkling juices. They're not like juice, but like you want to shove them in the fridge.
Oh yeah,
like
these
are sparkling reverse osmosis waters. They're like lightly flavored. We really like those. Adds a little flavor to your life.
We got a good YouTube chat. Use your eye boogers as salt.
We do feed Milo his eye boogers. He really likes them.
He likes to eat his own eye boogers, but we prefer just normal salt. Yeah. We'll put that in the food usually.
That's why I got him to let me take out his eye boogers when he was a puppy. Is I started feeding them to him, and so now I always have to feed them to him because he's used to that. And that was how I got him to allow me to do that when he was a puppy.
Cher said, "What is your go-to meal?" Do you want to recap how we're making the go-to meal now?
This is one of our go-to meals. This is our lunch for 5 days out of the week during our work week when we're busy.
What is it?
So it's carrots, broccolini, purple cabbage, some Cajun tofu, and some curry basmati rice. So that is our meal prep for our lunches. And then we'll also show you guys our dinner. So that has seitan made from Vital Wheat gluten. We got some garbanzo beans. We have some new veggies, so kale, chard, shiitake mushrooms. And then we also have more of that curry rice in there. And that makes up our dinner for the week. So 2 different meal preps. And we eat this 5 days a week. Just really helps us keep on track with our workouts, with our work week, not have to stress and figure out what we're eating.
Let's see. Here we got some chat. LOS said, "Dogs can smell the chemicals in fireworks. That's part of the problem."
Oh.
I can see that. Yeah, it's sulfury.
He does always look like he's like sniffing around when he hears the fireworks.
Flash said, "Come on, guys." I don't know if he's talking about us or Flash. Are you talking about us or the guy talking about the farts? I don't know. Anyways, or the eye boogers part. I don't know. I guess.
Always defends us pretty well.
Let's see. Does seitan always have gluten?
Yes, as far as I know. Is that it's made from basically the protein part of bread, so I don't think that can ever be gluten-free. That's one reason why I do think it would be hard to be gluten-free and vegan. That is a really good protein source that's plant-based. And that's how we like to have good variety in our diet. But you could be gluten-free and vegan, it would just be a lot harder in my opinion.
Drew Klein also, so he's the one who said the eye boogers thing, that you can save your Q-tips and save the wax for homemade candles.
Ew, that's gross, man.
Yeah, we have an interesting crowd on YouTube today.
That's not really my vibe.
All right, back to TikTok chat. I mean, I don't know which one's more interesting today, but
that was YouTube chat.
Yeah. Someone asked, "How do you get your protein?"
So we get our protein from our tofu, our seitan, and then we also have a nice protein powder in our smoothie every morning. So those are kind of our main 3 protein sources. Of course, you get little, amounts of protein from everything else: your rice, your veggies, your beans. But the main protein sources we use are tofu, seitan, and our protein powder.
Adora Bella said nuts? Question mark.
Nuts are much higher in fat. You would have to eat a lot of nuts to get enough protein, and you would have a copious amount of calories and fat in doing so. So it wouldn't really be good towards a lean physique goal if you eat too many nuts to get enough protein.
HM Hug on YouTube said stupid people making stupid comments.
About the nuts?
No, about the earwax and boogers. We like the stupid comments sometimes.
Yeah,
I don't know. It kind of
read out the stupid comments as long as they're like somewhat appropriate.
Yeah, like someone said, "Who cooks with their fat belly touching the tabletop?"
Oh.
That was kind of a mean one.
Yeah, that was kind of mean.
Yeah,
But
she's not fat. What are you talking about?
Fat,
I would like to see
your
your physique. Send us a message of your belly. Okay. Anyways, which protein powder here? I'm holding it. I was ready to show you. We have the Veggie Elite protein. That's pea and rice protein, chocolate mocha flavor. That's our go-to protein powder.
Right. You ready for the oil spiel?
And then Emerson is the smoothie pea protein. Yes, so pea and rice. Let's do a little veggie stir fry. Any questions? You want to finish reading those off?
Yeah.
Chat's been pretty active.
Do you give her protein?
She does get protein. She can get her own protein though. She is self-sufficient.
Adora Bell says that explains a lot. Oh, I think about the nuts. She said that explains a lot. Brickery McWiley said, "Is banana juice vegan?"
Most likely, yes. I've never had banana juice, so that sounds interesting.
Happy Days said, "Can you show me the macros for the protein powder?" Did you show them it?
You can look at it, but it's
and where do you buy it? You can buy this on Amazon.
Buy it on the internet. Make sure you get on both, so don't get too close. 3 grams of fat, 4 grams of carbs, 24 grams of protein. Well, I always look at the ingredients. Make sure it's got simple ingredients in there. I think that's one of the biggest things I aim for.
Texas Angel said, "Did you have a good 4th?"
We did. It was pretty chill.
Milo did not have a good 4th.
So we just had to make sure he was chill at night. So
yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty good. We did a live stream. You probably missed it last night. We live streamed us making vegan burgers. It was pretty fun. So we're doing our veggie stir fry. Let's hold up on the chat really quick. So someone asked earlier how we get enough protein, and one major part of it is making sure that we have enough of an appetite to get that protein. So one thing I like to avoid is too much oil. Do you have a chat that needs to be read?
I think I know what the banana juice is.
Oh, I see.
Brickery said, "I got some banana juice for you, bruh."
No, I don't want your banana juice, bro. Anyways, we're doing oil, so I try not to put too much of this on here because if you zoom in on the macros, 120 calories, 14 grams of fat, 0 grams of protein. If we fill up on too much oil, it's going to be hard to get enough protein. You need an appetite to eat a significant amount of protein, and over-consuming this is going to make it pretty hard. So I'd much rather get my fats from something like nuts and seeds, so like peanut butter, for example. For the same amount of fat, I'm yielding 8 grams of protein in the peanut butter. So I don't rely on peanut butter for protein, but I source my fats from stuff like that so that I do get protein and other vitamins and minerals and nutrients. Whereas oil is an empty calorie. There's really not much it has to offer.
Type of oil is olive oil.
Yeah, so this is olive oil. There is a little bit of antioxidants in olive oil compared to other cheaper oils like canola oil and stuff. But I wouldn't really rely on this for my antioxidants. I'm trying to get antioxidants from vegetables, fruits, things with more color to it. That's going to be much more antioxidant rich than oil. And not to mention, these are virtually 0-calorie foods, maybe a little bit of carbohydrate, but nothing that's going to make you gain weight. So I'd rather get my antioxidants from vegetables and fruits.
Happy Days says, asks, "Does Veggie Elite taste good?"
I think it does. That's part of the reason I get it. It has a pretty good flavor. I like the chocolate mocha flavor, but that is subjective. Some people are more particular about the protein powder flavor, so So I added, usually I measure this, sorry I didn't measure it for you guys, but yeah, 1 tablespoon of that oil has 120 calories. So I try to just put a tablespoon. Once that heats up, it'll spread throughout the pan much more easily.
Let's see. What other comments do we got? Azaria says, "Oh, that looks great." And Brickery said, "Are you going to eat this?"
Oh, we're gonna eat it all week. It's gonna be our meal prep.
Saren.
So if you're just tuning
Oh,
in, what we're doing is this is our high protein vegan meal prep. We're making rice, tofu, and veggies for the first meal. The next meal is going to be rice, beans, seitan, and a different veggie stir fry. So we're going to be eating this all week for lunch and dinner for the next 5 days.
let's see. Serendipitous said, "You got some cabbage in there?"
We do. So we got purple cabbage, which is very cost effective to use. Cabbage is very inexpensive. You can get a ton of antioxidants, especially from that purple cabbage. Each color in your food is a different type of antioxidant that your body needs to stay healthy and well. So I try to get a good variety of colors. But cabbage is a good bang for your buck. Carrots, broccoli can be a little more expensive, but there's other cheaper greens if you want like kale or something.
We got some more comments.
Yeah.
So the lifting linguist said, "We started a new diet that has been going viral in Africa by an Egyptian scientist, removed all oils, flour, onions, garlic, milk, eggs, and chicken, only beef, lamb, salmon, tuna, rice, potatoes, olive oil, plums, and certain fruits and
Yeah.
veggies. We don't snore anymore, and 10 kilograms each, tons of energy."
Yeah, I mean, that sounds like a very healthy, simple diet, like avoiding the processed things like certain oils and the flour and sugar and stuff like that. But yeah, it sounds like a great diet. I mean, I think in general, just the less processed your diet is, the healthier it is. So I don't think processing in itself is bad, but sometimes they process foods and they're just adding too much junk to it. So sometimes the simpler our diet is, the better. So
Yeah,
short ingredient list is what we're aiming for.
we got
If
mo-
any ingredient list, our cabbage didn't have an ingredient list, so
We got a lot more comments on TikTok. Why don't you start
yeah.
stir frying those veggies? Golden Doodle Mama said you look like that World Cup dude.
Oh, they got
I think it's a guy from Norway.
the Norway guy. I
Yeah,
forgot his name.
everyone keeps saying that. Um, Azaria said, "Oh, awesome." I don't know what that was in reply to. This was a while ago. Serendipitous said, "Cabbage is my jam."
Yeah, I mean that's a good bang for your buck, nutrient dense vegetable. So
Oh, we had two people agreeing that you look like the Norway guy. And then D and M said, "How many meals and cost?"
so we're making 20 meals. Um, the cost, I want to say it's like $7 to $8 a meal. We live in California. Food is a little more expensive than it might be somewhere else. We also try to get high quality ingredients, and they're pretty big meals, and there's a lot of protein. So the most expensive part of these meals is the protein, getting seitan and tofu. So in order to get a high protein meal, it costs a little bit more, but it's still so much cheaper than a restaurant. I don't know what restaurant you're going to go and get a decent meal for $7 or $8 that's going to be healthy. I mean, you can go to McDonald's and get a burger and fries or something, but that's not healthy. So you
We
may
got some more
face less than
chats.
hunger.
Okay, some more people commenting about the football or the soccer player. So someone said it was from Germany, but I think he was from Norway.
There's the Norway guy.
Holland.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
that's what
then
I've been getting at.
someone on YouTube said, "Show them calcium cannons."
Calcium cannons? Yeah, it's like a
Those.
good lighting. Why don't you go right there? Oh,
Why
yeah,
are they
right in front of the
calcium
TV.
cannons?
I don't have a very good pump. I haven't eaten yet today, but yeah, that's the calcium cannon.
um, and
Oh, the rice
then
pot. The rice is gonna be ready, so.
Oh, the lifting linguist said, "Great channel. Would love to have you on here more, lifting linguist. Go ahead and follow us on YouTube if you'd like to watch us some more." She's on
Yeah,
YouTube.
we'd love if you subscribe to the
Yeah.
channel. And if you're on TikTok, guys, we're also on YouTube. We live stream over there too. But we have some long form videos where we go grocery shopping. We do a what we eat in a day. We have a meal prep video on there. So if you like streams like this, you would probably love our YouTube channel. They're edited, a little more polished, faster paced videos. There's some great stuff over there. And we're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So we're at like 580 something. But if you can get us to 600 subscribers by the end of the day today, we would be stoked. After you're done with the stream, please head over to Infinite Motion Coaching on YouTube and give us a subscribe, and you can check out our videos if you didn't get enough of the stream today.
The Lifting Linguist said definitely subscribing. Hell yeah, thank you.
Shout out to Lifting Linguist. Yeah.
Rongi said nice one, LOL. I think about your flexing. And then Hayden said vegan and protein in the same sentence with a crying and peace emoji.
We made vegan burgers out of seitan last night, and I had 100 to 120 grams of protein. It was like I was stuffed. But it's very easy to get enough protein on a vegan diet. You just know where to source it. Tofu, seitan, having some protein powder. It's not that hard. The harder part is getting the right nutrients you need. So getting enough omega-3 fatty acids and not over-consuming other fats. Getting enough B vitamins, so eating whole grains and legumes to get those. That's what's more challenging. I think that's where people fail on the vegan diet most of the time. So, yeah, if you ever need help with your nutrition, feel free to reach out to us, especially if you're plant based. We can definitely share some wisdom with you. So, real quick, I added the carrots and cabbage in here first to let it cook down because it'll cook more quickly. And then I'm going to add the broccoli on top of that because I don't want to overcook that broccoli and get it brown or it starts not tasting very good and it's kind of rancid in the meal prep. So it's all about getting the right amount of time on the stove for those veggies.
I'm gonna rapid fire some comments. Azaria said vegan 13 and a half years. Yes, vegan protein.
Oh, yeah,
Luna said pan is too small. LOL.
We need a wok, yes, but this is what we got. So
yeah. Flash said 7-8 for both of you.
7-8 what?
I don't know. 7-8 of what?
Alright, we're rapid fire. Sorry, Flash.
All right, Neat said, unfortunately, eating higher quality and eating better and healthier foods ends up costing more.
And I think it's one of the best investments you can make in your health. Why bother eating like shit and having money when you can be broke and healthy and live longer? So, I mean, you don't have to be broke to eat healthy, but there's cheap ways to do it. Like I said, cabbage is one of the cheapest vegetables. You got to be smart about it. So.
Azaria said tofu muscles, the flexi emoji.
Yeah,
I think DNM said gave the flexi emoji. I think from you flexing. Tracy gave us a follow. Thank you, Tracy. Also KV Runo gave us a follow, and Bob, and somebody with a they don't have like really a username. And then Tracy said, "Hi, where are you from? And what was the name of the protein you were mentioning? Seitan."
We're from California. We have Veggie Elite Protein.
They're asking about the seitan.
Protein. Seitan, this stuff is good. Upton's Italian seitan crumbles. They also have a chorizo one. These are really bomb, really good macros. Probably one of the best seitan products.
They might go out of business at some point, but
yeah, let's not let them go out of business.
Yeah, you guys should start buying Upton's.
It's good. It's like you wouldn't even notice. It tastes like meat.
We tagged them in a reel recently, and they said they don't do any sponsorships because they're losing a lot of money right now. Yeah.
Right,
DNM said, "How long have you been vegan?"
I've been vegan like 8 years. Alana's been vegan 10 or 11 years now. I think
10.
10. Something like that.
So it was in January, so I know it's still like 10 and a half now.
Oh, yeah.
KV Runo said, "Ever use lentils or beans for protein?"
We do add some legumes to our diet. We don't rely on it for protein. If you don't go for these like dense sources of protein like seitan, like the tofu that's in the oven, you'll overconsume carbs and fats like if you're relying on beans and nuts and seeds. So we have some beans because we want to get our B vitamins from it. We'll get a little bit of protein from that, but we can't rely on it entirely to get all of our protein. So we do have beans that'll be in the next meal that you see after this one.
Scuba Scoobs says, "Is this a vegan channel?"
This is a vegan channel, and you should subscribe if you're vegan. You'd love our videos. We have some cool videos like our what we eat in a day, our grocery shopping haul. So, yeah, vegan channel, all right.
Tracy asked, "What is seitan?" But I think you answered that, right?
Seitan is a wheat gluten-based protein, so it's like it's a wheat meat. We'll show you in a little bit.
Gamma said, "What is a vegan burger made out of?"
Seitan, the stuff we were talking about, but we made our own seitan, so it was like vital wheat gluten flour, a little bit of chickpea flour, spices, and water. That's how we made it. But
Mia shared the live. Thank
Shout out to
you.
Mia.
Flash said $3 signs. I don't know what that was for. This was probably a while
Something
ago.
about expensive or food or something.
Naso gave us a follow.
Shout out to Naso.
KV Runo said lentils and beans are cheap too.
Yeah, lentils and beans are a good cheap way, but you know, like I said, you can't get all your protein from it. But yeah, especially if you make your own, very expensive. So
Carmi gave us a follow. Let's see. I think we answered Tracy's question about the seitan. She said, "What about sardines?"
well, we're vegan, so we don't eat sardines, but
I heard they're very nutrient dense.
sardines, you can get some good omega-3s from those. So if you're not vegan, that would be a good way to get your omega-3s. But even before I was vegan, I never liked them. They were kind of had a gnarly flavor, but if you're into it, I would just make sure you get high quality ones. Like make sure they're wild caught. That'd be my recommendation.
Azaria gave us a follow.
Shout out to Azaria.
DNM said, I'm looking forward to your YouTube channel. I am 10 years vegan in November. Hell yeah. Yeah, would appreciate your follow on YouTube.
Love the YouTube channel.
Yeah, whenever you're done here, feel free to hop over there. Flash said, do you take any supplements, vitamins, etc.?
Yeah, we do vitamin B12, vitamin D, and we do a algae oil DHA supplement.
I'm gonna switch over here. I think the lighting might be better over here. Okay. KV Runo said, makes sense. Pea protein is also heavy in carbs.
If you just eat peas on its own, it would be pretty carb heavy, which carbs aren't bad. We need some, like I'm adding rice to the meals, but pea protein isolate, they actually just take the protein from the peas and then it's just protein powder. So, like in our protein shake, we have pea protein, but not like the straight peas.
Tracy said, "Oh, you're vegan. Sorry about. I think it's about the sardine comment. That's okay. Yeah, yeah. You can talk about meat around us. We don't get offended.
Real quick, I'm adding rice to these Tupperwares. So this is the base for one of our meals. So we're gonna start serving up in our glass Tupperwares. One tip I have for you guys: get rid of the plastic Tupperwares. When you put hot food in there, you microwave those plastic Tupperwares. Plastic particles are getting into your food and they're getting into your system. That disrupts your endocrine system. That's going to change your hormones. That's going to have a very negative effect on your health long term. So one thing I would highly recommend for just improving your health. That's a little separate from nutrition, but I always think diet is what we intake. It's not just the food; it's what other stuff we ingest. So trying to avoid those microplastics in our food, very good for your long term health. I think it's a great investment, and it'll help you just feel more vital and well.
G Mom shared the live. Thank you. Big Smoke said there are cows and there are chickens, my friend, and insists on eating plants.
Yeah, it's fine.
Do what you want. Drew 2002 said you should invest in granite or quartz countertops.
We rent the house, so we don't.
We don't invest in anything.
Problem.
Actually, we did put in the water filter. That was our one investment. That and a bidet.
I just think of better uses of our funds.
Yeah. That might be a little bit too much. Aryan said, hi, like done.
Thanks for liking.
Nice to meet you.
I think they liked it. Thanks for liking our stream.
Yeah, I think they're over on YouTube. Yeah, thank you. Okay. Graham Bear reposted.
Shout out to Graham Bear.
Drew said, talking about plastic with Butcher block. Come on now.
The Butcher block is wood.
Yeah. Yeah. Wood is fine.
Wood is fine, but yeah, sometimes you want plastic cutting boards, and then they're slicing that up and getting little pieces of plastic. But plastic is everywhere. You can't fully avoid it. Like a lot of our food comes in plastic. And things we can avoid. You order something online wrapped in plastic. You can't fully avoid it, but you want to do your best to avoid things where it's like obvious, like the glass Tupperwares where you're heating it up and stuff like that. You try to get like this is I have rice on my shirt. My shirt is an organic hemp shirt, which is pretty cool. My sister got that for me. But like polyester clothing is plastic. It's unfortunately everywhere, but we want to try to just do our best to eliminate it where we can. So
Arian said, "Oh, this is the guy on YouTube said I'm new to your channel." Yeah, give it Aryan.
Shout out to Ari and Jai. We appreciate your support. Definitely give us a subscribe if you like the cooking and plant-based nutrition stuff.
I think they're male, but they could be female. I'm not sure.
That's okay.
So unknown gender, but yeah, welcome on YouTube. And then let's see. D and M said Costco has great ceramic dishes for the meal prep.
Yeah, so we got our glass Tupperwares there, the Pyrex glass. We got like we've gotten a couple sets of those here. So we can heat up these glass ones, but ceramic is pretty good too. Anything but plastic, basically.
Erica said, KV Runo said not microplastics. That
Not
was about I think it was about our butcher block, or I think he was defending us, or she was defending us. Thanks. And then or whoever they are was defending us. And then Erica said, "Where is the steak? Every man loves a good steak."
The steak's in the oven. We have tofu.
That's
steaks.
our tofu.
Check
That's
out
our
tofu
meat.
steaks. That's our meat.
Drew said, "Dang, love you guys," and followed us.
Shout out to Drew.
And then Tracy said, "It's so nice to have a partner that has the same mindset. How did you meet, and how long have you been together?"
Tinder. We've been together for 8 years. We've been married for 3 weeks. Today's our 3-week anniversary.
We've not been together for 8 years. We've been together for like 6.5. I've almost known you for 7.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah.
Close enough. At least it was like over.
Yeah, I'm glad it was an overreach. That was good.
Guys, just a tip: if your wife ever asks, always round up. It'll sound better.
Okay, and then go for Robbie Bobby followed us. Thank you.
Robbie Bobby. Guys, we're at this no salt.
Ariane asked what we're making. I think we need to recap for him.
All right, quick recap in a second. But we're adding this no salt seasoning from Costco. This stuff is great. Pretty inexpensive, all organic stuff in here. Just dried vegetable flakes, herbs, and spices. But just a quick recap, we're doing our meal prep for the week. It's a high-protein vegan meal prep, so we're doing rice, tofu, and veggies. We got curry rice, which we just served up in those Tupperwares over there. Cajun seasoning on the baked tofu in the oven. And then we're doing a veggie stir-fry with broccolini, purple cabbage, and carrots with that no-salt seasoning that I added. And then we're going to do, as you can see over there, there's 10 meals kind of just hanging out there cooling. And then after that, we're going to do 10 more meals, but it's going to be a different meal. So you'll have to stay tuned for that one.
Oh, Aryan said he is a boy, and food is very healthy looking.
Thanks, Aryan. Glad you like our meals.
Jack Allen said, Helen Highburn followed us. Thank you.
Shout out to Helen.
I'm trying to shout out people who follow us more. We really appreciate that.
Yeah,
so I'm trying to shout you guys out.
That's what motivates us to keep streaming.
Yeah.
What motivates me the most to keep streaming is when I see after the stream, like 10 of you guys go over to YouTube and subscribe. That always gets me fired up and motivated to stream more because we really want to get to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube by the end of the year. So nothing hypes me up more than that. But also on TikTok, when we get like 100 of you guys following, it just fires us up. So keeps us motivated throughout the week.
Jack Allen said, "What kind of greens are you cooking?" Jack from East Missouri.
I think I probably went over that before after he mentioned that.
Yeah.
We got broccolini, purple cabbage, and carrots.
DNM said, "What ingredients are used on the tofu?" Did you tell them that?
Yeah, so Cajun seasoning. We got it from the bulk bin. We did a dry rub Cajun seasoning for our tofu. We'll pull that out of the oven when it's ready. That should be enough seasoning. I like to go heavy on this no salt seasoning. What I like about no salt seasoning is there's no salt, so you can add as much of that as you want, and then you can add the right amount of salt, whatever you prefer.
Rick said, "Interesting. The King followed us."
Shout out to the King.
And Helen Highburn said, "I met my husband on Match.com.
Nice. That was like
early days. Yeah.
The OG Tinder.
Happy Days said, "What supplements do you guys take?"
We went over it before, but maybe you missed it. But yeah, we do, like, for being vegan, some of the important ones are vitamin D, vitamin B12. And more recently, we started doing this DHA supplement to get a little extra. It's from algae oil. You can get DHA from it, which is what you derive from omega-3s. So you can eat omega-3s, but you might not convert a lot of it to DHA. Algae has pure DHA in it. It's what fish eat to get DHA, so we try to consume a little bit of that.
Tracy said she followed us.
Shout out to Tracy.
She said she won't subscribe because she's not vegan, but nice to listen to you. Always good to learn new things.
Oh, that's okay. Well,
Yeah.
there's other cool stuff. If you like the gym, we go to different gyms on our YouTube channel.
Yeah, it's not all vegan stuff on YouTube.
Yeah, but yeah, we go to different gyms. We do. We go to all the best gyms in the world, and we do a vlog there, and we review it and give it like a 5-star rating. So if you're into the gym, we also have some neutral content as well. So we try not to make it all about the vegan thing, but
yeah, it's just
when we're cooking, it's kind of obvious.
But we're also happy to answer questions about nutrition that's not vegan. We do, both of us know quite a bit about nutrition. We have clients that aren't vegan, so feel free to fire any questions that aren't vegan as well.
Yeah, we can answer your meat questions.
We can answer your meat questions. Emerson said, congratulations on getting married.
Thank you, Emerson.
And then Jack shared the live. That emojis or V70 followed us. And then Tracy, oh wait, I already read her comment. Drew said, I'm from Missouri. So another person from Missouri. DNM said, what's the name of the YouTube channel so I can follow? Infinite Motion Coaching.
Yeah, same as TikTok, Infinite Motion Coaching. You can just search it up, or we should pop up. We're the one and only. What we're doing here, we're serving up our veggies. So
I'm gonna switch angles.
Yeah, it comes up better on the other side. Yeah, we're chopping some veggies on the rice, and then once that tofu's done, we're gonna pull that out of the oven. But it needs a little bit longer. We like that tofu to get nice and crispy, much more desirable texture. We don't want it to be soft, because as it sits in the Tupperware, it'll soften up a little bit more. So
PETA said FRRE, which I'm assuming was meant to be fire. Drew said congratulations with a bunch of ring emojis.
Thank you,
and then Anna said turn your panhandle inward. Oh yeah, he always leaves it out. Like it kind of she put like little like surprised scared emoji, and yeah, that kind of scares me too. User 929 reposted. Thank you. Drew added themselves. I don't know what for. And then IV said my weekly therapeutic hang with the muscle mommy and daddy. Hell yeah.
Shout out to IV.
Welcome back.
I always appreciate the support, IV. I'm glad you're coming back each week.
Oya.
Always a pleasure to have you here.
Oya Jenk followed us. Drew said LOL, and then Jack Allen said, who are you cooking for?
Just the two of us, yeah. This is our meal prep for the week, so
yep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you guys a little zoomed in.
IV's our hype man. He's always hyping up the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
If you don't take it from me, take it from IV. IV can vouch for us. The YouTube channel can be pretty lit, guys.
Yep.
So, but don't take it from me. I'm sure IV will tell you guys.
LeBlanc said, love to see a guy prepping the food for his girl.
Oh, well, we're going to switch in a minute.
Yeah, but he does do more of the cooking. I do more of the prepping and cleaning. We have different roles with the meal prepping that work for us. He does the cooking and dishing out. Let's see. Drew said, looks really good. Hell yeah.
By the way, guys, this is kind of a mess. There's like food everywhere. Normally we clean as we go when we cook, but when we're streaming, it gets boring, so we just leave a mess behind, and then because we want you guys to be entertained, and you won't be entertained by us cleaning.
LeBlanc said, "Teamwork
I do have to clean this pan really quick so we can stir fry some more veggies."
LeBlanc said, "Teamwork make the dream work," and then IV said, "The YouTube channel is where more of their personality comes out, guys. You don't want to miss it. Hell yeah! Thank you, IV." Drew said, "What are you drinking?"
Oh, that was
coffee. Yeah, I know it's weird because he drinks it out of a glass cup. And then Drew said, "Oh, the brown stuff. Yeah, the brown stuff is coffee." Yeah, nothing too crazy here on Infinite Motion Coaching. We don't drink anything too crazy. Let's see.
At the wedding we did. Champagne was pretty crazy.
Yeah. We don't drink a lot.
Too often, but on a nice occasion, it's fun to let loose. But yeah, on a weekly or monthly basis, it doesn't happen.
Maria said you have such a 2008 kitchen nostalgia vibe.
Yeah, I wonder when they built it. It was probably around then.
Yeah,
maybe after.
Yeah. I don't like the color of our walls.
This is like half our house. Yeah, this is.
The color of our walls is kind of ugly. I wish we
I
could
like it.
repaint it, but that would be such a pain. Actually, maybe that's something we should do in the termites
What do you mean?
when
You're
we
gonna
do the.
paint the walls.
I know, no, but that would be a good time to do it if we were gonna repaint it. Okay, let's switch. Let's.
You want to paint the wall?
I mean, the color really bugs me. I don't like the color.
Oh, we're caught up on chat.
I know we're caught up on the chat. I was really rapid firing.
Hell yeah.
Okay, let me get started with this. All right.
You want to tell them what you're doing?
Yeah, so I'm gonna put away these carrots and I'm gonna get out our next set of veggies. So we've got some kale, we've got some chard, and these mushrooms. So we gotta get these washed.
Ooh. We got a good question from Tracy. Would like to hear conversations about your thoughts on chemtrails and have you ever heard?
Of what?
Chemtrails.
Chemtrails? Oh, about like from the airplane?
Yeah.
I don't know anything about that. That might be a Mitchell.
She followed up with that and said about Bill Gates wanting to block the sun.
I don't know anything about that.
I think it's a little sus. I don't have any concrete evidence, but I have heard that there's some aluminum coming out of those jets up there. I don't know why. I don't know if that's just naturally a byproduct of what the jet is doing, but yeah, I don't know. I'm skeptical. I don't know. Because like when you see some planes, they don't have it, and then other, I don't know. Bill Gates is just he gets the blame for everything because he has a lot of money. Yeah.
People think he controls the world.
Let's see. Well, all right, we'll move on from that. But you guys can argue about chemtrails in the chat. I would love to hear you guys' opinion on those. Anyways, C said, "What you eat yesterday?"
We ate. So we had our normal breakfast. We had our smoothies, and we had our oatmeal. That's how we always start our day, pretty much always. And then we had some tofu stir fry for lunch. We got that over at a local cafe. So we ate out for lunch, and then we had some seitan burgers and watermelon for dinner that we made ourselves at home.
Emerson wants us to paint the walls pea protein green.
I think that would not be the color I would choose. I'd do something like neutral, like beige. I'm kind of boring when it comes to things like that.
Yeah. Someone said her body is amazing. I don't know if this is a male or female, so depending on your gender, it is may or may not be creepy.
Okay. I mean, I guess I still appreciate the comment because someone called me fat earlier, so I kind of appreciate the comment there.
Yeah, that balances it out, I guess.
Took the fat comment to heart. Like a lot of people call Mitchell fat too, so I don't take it to heart.
Gordon Bombay said men with man buns can't be taken seriously. Gordon, you don't even have like a real picture of yourself on your profile, so don't come at me with that. Anyways.
Yeah, I don't take them seriously either. It's fine.
Emerson says it does look suspicious, especially when they do an X over your house in regard to chemtrails.
Oh.
Flash said, "You guys are a great resource. My wife has learned a lot. Thanks for sharing."
Appreciate hearing that, Flash.
That's awesome, Flash. I'm glad your wife is.
That's why we do what we
do. Tracy was listening to a podcast about the chemtrails. Yeah.
Okay.
Drew said, "Your kids are going to be so lucky," and then she said, "Girl." Okay, there's a guy and a girl in the picture, so I wasn't sure, but I'm assuming if you had a guy and a girl in a picture on your profile, you probably wouldn't be like, hopefully not like commenting on girls' bodies on TikTok. Anyways, it's a neutral name, it could go both ways.
What was the name?
Drew.
Oh, Drew, yeah, Drew's been commenting.
Drew 2002.
I was assuming Drew was female.
Oh, okay, yeah. That seems like a girl thing to say, though. Yeah. I don't know. Anyways, Zach said, "Love your cooking. Keep it up."
Thank you, Zach. Appreciate it. Yeah, we do try to show you guys nice, healthy cooking so that you can get a lean physique at the gym. Support your good nutrition with things like this.
Flash said, "Any organic chemicals in jet exhaust would burn up. Take it from someone with a science degree."
Oh.
So are you saying that since we see it, there's not organic chemicals?
Okay. What does that mean?
I think he's skeptical of the chemtrails.
Oh, okay. Like this.
Deanna Moya said, "Following on YouTube." Shout out to Deanna on YouTube. Hell yeah.
Appreciate it.
Ivy has a good question. What's your guys' split, by the way? Do you want to tell them about our current regimen? It's pretty sick right now.
We both do a push legs pull split. So that's our Monday through Wednesday workouts. And then we do an athletic based workouts with plyometrics, sprints, things like that. We do that on the weekend, which our weekend is Friday, Saturday. So we usually do that on Friday or Saturday. And then we try to get one long run and one nice little bike ride done during the week for our cardio. Mitchell's been doing a lot more cardio because he's been trying to lose a little bit of body fat, but that's usually what I do is I'll do like 2 days of cardio, so one running, one biking.
Yeah, it's basically push pull legs, full body, but full body is like Olympic lifting and plyometrics.
Yeah, but that's been our split for quite a while now.
Zach said, "Is organic food actually better?"
Yeah, that's a good question. I know like a lot of people are skeptical of organic food. Our opinion is that we'd like to have less pesticides in our food. It might not be perfect. I know that organic doesn't mean non-GMO, and there's a whole slew of things about it. But I do think it's healthier to not have pesticides in your food, not have weird chemicals.
Drew said, "I hope you're making money from this."
We're usually making like a few cents from this.
When people leave the roses, we make money, but it's like it's like 1 cent usually. But no, we don't really make money from the stream.
We are trying to get our YouTube monetized. That's a big goal that we have, and so that's part of why we're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube by the end of the year. So it means a lot to us if you guys just go and follow us on YouTube, watch our videos on there. That can help us get monetized on YouTube, and you don't have to do anything besides watch our videos to get us there. So appreciate your support in any way you guys can give it.
Yeah, our YouTube's Infinite Motion Coaching. But yeah, you can also tell them about infinitemotioncoaching.com. That's what how we would eventually make money. But
yeah, we're just trying to build up a nice base of people right now that like our content, want to share it, want to support us. So that's our goal at the moment.
Let's see. Do you guys have a garden? It's from Maria.
Yeah, we don't have a garden. I do grow sprouts in the house.
Where's the
We
sprouts?
don't have much room to garden though.
Oh.
Our only little like front yard space at our place is like that's like the only place we could garden, and it's where the laundry spits out the dust. So it wouldn't really be healthy to garden there, I don't think. So currently not really gardening.
Drew said just subscribe to Infinite Coaching,
yeah,
Infinite
thanks,
Motion
Drew.
Coaching. Shout out to
Appreciate
Drew
it.
for subscribing. Really appreciate the support over there lately. Emerson said, "How often do you buy groceries?"
We go to our local grocery store, Staff Life. We do that every week. That's where we buy our veggies, our seitan, little snacks, and then we go to Costco. That's our big shopping haul where we get all of our bulk items, bulk veggies, bulk nuts and seed spices. We get our tofu there. So we go there every 2 weeks. So that's usually our grocery shopping schedule.
Yeah, we have a video of our grocery shopping. We get pretty wild at Costco sometimes. Yeah. I don't know what it is about Costco, but it kind of brings out the worst of us.
There's another little grocery store near our house too that we'll shop at if like we're just trying to make a meal because it's really close to our house. They also have good organic stuff, so we'll shop there sometimes too.
Would you ever consider jumping rope for cardio? That's from Maria.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I don't, but it'd be a good way to get in your cardio and some plyometrics. So definitely a good thing to do. Also helps you work on a little bit of coordination.
Mama Nunu Chuza Oga followed us. Shout out to Mama Nunu Chuza Oga. Drew says, "I love Costco," and Emerson said, "Wild at Costco," laughy emoji.
Yeah, we get real wild at Costco.
I don't know what it is. Why do we act like that at Costco? It really brings out like something. It's
such a big grocery store, and people are just kind of annoying in there. So like, I kind of just be annoying in there too. It's like I don't really care if we're like annoying because everyone else is annoying.
It's one of those places like Walmart where it's like there's just I don't know like. You don't really care what people think in a Costco because I don't know. It's just
it was really crazy at Costco on the 3rd. That's when we went the last time we went on Friday, right before 4th of July, and it was hectic in there. People were not paying attention. They were just leaving their carts places, and I was standing and looking like this, and, like not fucking paying attention to like someone trying to get by them. It's so annoying, and because Costco has those giant carts, it gets even harder.
I think there's just something about when you see someone like carrying out like a pallet of Gatorade and chips, where you just like you really stop caring what people think about you. You're like, oh, like okay, like. Oh, Milo's yawning. You guys can't hear it because he doesn't have the mic, but he let out a weird groan and he yawned and stretched. Anyways, Deanna on YouTube said, "What time of day do you normally go live or days?"
Yeah, so we're on Pacific Standard Time here in California. We usually go live every Sunday morning around somewhere between 7:30 to 8. Just depends on when we're ready to start.
Call it
live.
7:45 on
Yeah,
Sundays,
7:45 to 8.
Pacific time.
And then on the weekend, we're trying to start showing you guys, some of our dinners. So that would be later at night, maybe like 6 to 7. 6, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on like Friday or Saturday, but we don't have a concrete set time for that at the moment. So you'll just have to follow us and stay tuned for when we go live there.
Yeah, Friday and Saturday, it's kind of just those are kind of sporadic. We don't have a
Yeah.
guaranteed time on that, but
We thought
Sunday
also-
you can count on Sunday. You can ask anyone in the chat. We're here every Sunday, 7:45. So
You want to check the tofu?
Yeah, we're at Drew asked about composting in 6
Oh.
Seven.
Have you ever considered composting?
Yeah, we just had nowhere to put it. It's kind of a small place, but yeah, if we had a garden, we would definitely have a compost bin. But if you don't have a garden, then it's kind of like you just have like decaying stuff in your small space. So, at our old place, the landlord had a compost bin. We would throw stuff in there sometimes.
Drew said, "Aw, cute puppy." Yeah, he's pretty cute.
All right, we're gonna oil
the
up
tofu.
the pan
What about the
again.
tofu?
Tofu.
Tofu's tofuing.
I'm gonna get this in the pan, then we're gonna take out the tofu.
Hell
and
yeah.
finish up that meal.
Yep.
There. So, what we have here, we have shiitake mushrooms. We have rainbow chard. We have purple kale. Very nutrient dense combo. The shiitake mushrooms are our favorite type of mushroom. A little less cost effective than like those basic brown mushrooms, but they're not as watery. They hold really well in a meal prep. If you get like watery mushrooms, they're a little more slimy. So we like the shiitakes for that reason.
Drew asked if you can pet Milo for her.
Sure. Milo, come here, babe.
And then you have to wash your hands after,
Hi.
but
He's kind of sleepy right
yeah,
now.
he loves petting Milo.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just a little snuggle butt.
He's asleep. He probably didn't sleep very good last night because he heard fireworks.
He doesn't
going off
like
all
the
night,
sky booms.
and he was like shaking and panting. So I don't think he got to bed at a very reasonable time. He's probably gonna be sleeping all day today now that he can have some peace.
Meg just shared our live. Thank
Shout out
you.
to Meg.
DNM said Costco versus Sam's Club for vegan products.
Costco has some pretty good vegan stuff.
We don't have Sam's Club,
in
yeah.
our area, so we can't really compare. But knowing what Costco has, I mean, if Sam's Club is better, then both of those are a solid place to go. You can get your tofu at Costco. The only thing Costco doesn't really have is a good seitan option. If they had that, I wouldn't need to go anywhere else.
I feel like I've watched a vegan YouTuber before that shopped at Sam's Club, so I think they also have a decent selection, but I can't speak from that personally.
Oil spill real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, so I want to go over it again. So our olive oil here,
Getting
very
oily.
calorie dense stuff. It has 120 calories in 1 tablespoon. So this is something we don't want to overdo. We're gonna need to get some more of that at Costco soon. But yeah, so I like to, if you haven't measured it out before, I highly recommend measuring out 1 tablespoon on your pan there. Because at first it doesn't seem like much, but as that heats up, it'll become viscous and spread out throughout that pan very well. What we're doing here, the vegetables in this meal are being split up amongst 10 different meals. So that tablespoon of oil is going to add 12 calories per meal, which is pretty insignificant. So if you're doing one meal, like you're cooking dinner for you and your partner, 1 tablespoon is going to add 60 calories to your meal. So that's a little more like to be accounted for. But what I want to avoid, and I recommend you guys avoiding if you have any body composition goals, like you want to lose weight or stay leaner, is making sure you don't do more than 1 tablespoon. Because if you have multiple tablespoons in that, then you could add hundreds of calories to your food just from that oil, which
to be honest, isn't really going to add much flavor to it. What's going to add flavor is good spices and herbs in your food.
Happy Days said you guys are awesome. Drew
Thanks, Happy
said thank
Days.
you. He's so cute. Happy about Milo, and then
Yeah.
Happy Days said kind souls for sure. Appreciate
Yeah,
that.
appreciate it.
Emerson said the most fun mushroom to say shiitake.
That is a fun name. Oh, I dropped one. That was
Grateful
like
Grant
20 cents of shiitake.
or Grateful Green Forever said followed or she followed the live creator. Thank you.
Thank you.
And then UT Nyan, I don't know how to say the name. It's like NGAN. Followed us as well. Thank you. And then Julie Welton said, "Good morning. How did your burgers turn out? Thanks for coming back, Julie."
They were really good. We got a lot of protein and we were stuffed. They were a little bit dry, but with the avocado and tahini on the burger and the tomato, it softened it up a little bit. Overall, it was an enjoyable experience and would make them again.
Omar sent us a rose and said, "Greens for Mexico." Emerson said, "What do you eat on the weekends?"
On the weekends, we change it up. So, like Sunday through Thursday, we eat these meal preps that you're seeing here, the usual. And then on the weekends, we'll have the same breakfast that we have if you saw like our what we eat in a day video on YouTube. And then for lunch and dinner, we either go out to eat. So things we usually go to eat and get is like a burrito. We like going to like a taqueria and getting there's like a couple healthy ones in our area where you can get a pretty clean burrito, like beans, rice, veggies, salsa. We like doing that. We like going out to eat and getting Thai food, and then sometimes we cook at home. We like to just make different meals. When we do that, we try to live stream it if we have the energy for it or the time. It usually takes a little longer to cook a meal on the live stream, but that's the type of stuff we eat on a not meal prep day.
Right.
You can have
You
a
want to tell
video
them?
of that on YouTube where we show you what we eat in a day when we're not meal prepping.
You want to tell them what you're doing here?
We're taking the tofu out of the oven here.
That's our meat.
You want to zoom in on that? Watch out for the oven that's hot. Oh. Yeah, kind of a mess over here, but
Let me swap over once you go back for the tofu. Okay.
take that out of the oven. Okay.
I'm gonna turn off the oven.
Yeah,
Oh,
quick,
did you already?
I turned the oven.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Really quick, I'm just gonna drop the leafy greens on top of these mushrooms. It adds a little moisture to the pan so that these mushrooms don't stick. And what'll happen is it'll kind of keep them covered. It'll steam those mushrooms there. So.
Happy Days said, "Do you turn the tofu as it cooks?"
No, you totally could do that. What happens is I dropped some tail. Usually we have some, like one side is kind of crispy, but if you wanted to turn the tofu, it would actually probably cook it more evenly, but for the sake of convenience, we have a lot of other things going on when we're cooking the tofu, so if I were to like prepare it for dinner for like a guest or something, I might do that, but for my own need, I just leave one side kind of a little crispier than the other.
Jessica Stewart followed us. Thank you.
Shout out to Jessica.
And then Happy Days said, "Sorry, did you see my tempeh question?" I don't think I saw that.
No, you can ask it again.
Yeah, feel free to ask again. I didn't see that. I don't know if it maybe just didn't go through. Omar said, "Would hot stews in thermos jar be a good meal prep idea, like pasta, tofu, spinach, and then broth, lentils, tomatoes?"
That's a really good idea in the winter because that'll
keep it
warm. You don't have to microwave it later.
The broth, lentils, and tomatoes, you might need to add more of a protein source to that one.
You said tofu.
No. One of them was pasta, tofu, spinach, and the other was broth, lentils, tomatoes.
Yeah, I mean that's a good way to meal prep. I would say. I mean, I think the most important thing about meal prep is is it the right macros for what you're looking to do with your body? Does it have enough protein? Is it cooked healthy? And then, do you like it, and are you going to want to eat that on the go, or are you going to change your mind and go get something else? That's the biggest thing. It's all about finding stuff that you like the taste of, so that you can stick to the plan. But yeah, I like the idea of the soup or stew in the thermos.
Oh, I see why I didn't see the tempeh question. It didn't go through, or it tried to flag it. And same thing with a couple of Drew's questions. So Happy Days said, do we like tempeh or do we eat it?
Tempeh, I'll eat it, but I don't usually meal prep it. I find it's a little dry and
I'm gonna swap
fibery.
around.
I'm gonna, yeah. But yeah, in general, it's not my favorite. At a restaurant, if that's what they're serving, I'll take it. I just find that it's less protein dense than something like tofu. So, in terms of meal prep, I usually don't use it. But like sometimes I'll put that on like a sandwich or something. I don't mind that. But
And then Drew said, do you guys have regular jobs like 9 to 5? Just wondering.
we're personal trainers, so we do that during the week. So I wouldn't say it's like 9 to 5. Like we don't have to work that many hours, but I guess there's like there's time we're in a session, and then there's things you have to do outside the session, like scheduling and communicating with clients and stuff. So and then we kind of do this social media stuff on the side. But so yeah, not a 9 to 5, but yeah, we do work. We don't just meal prep on TikTok for a living. That'd be pretty sick though. If you could do that and pull that off, that'd be a pretty chill work life.
Diana Moya said, what's the green and purple? And can you describe how you prepped the tofu?
So the vegetables in there, we had carrots, purple cabbage, and broccolini. So that's the green and purple. There's some orange in there. The tofu, we got organic super firm tofu, and then we pressed it, got some of the moisture out. Dry rub seasoning. We did Cajun seasoning on this. Baked it in the oven, 400 degrees for about an hour. But it depends on the size of your tofu chunks. We made pretty big chunks, so that needed an hour to cook. But if you have smaller pieces, it might cook much quicker. So that's the general synopsis. But we do have a meal prep video on YouTube. If anyone wants to see the whole process, there's a little recap. We filmed one time for YouTube, and you can see all these processes if you want like the recipe or something. So another reason to subscribe to Infinite Motion Coaching on YouTube.
Drew said, please become homeowners with a huge garden.
Yeah, that'd be the dream.
The homes here are over $1 million, so it's kind of not very cheap.
It's like $1 million, and you'll get like a 1-bedroom house that's like falling apart, and there's like a ton of repairs, and like you'll have a little yard for a garden, but not like a big outdoor space. So
yeah, hopefully we'll get Milo a backyard someday.
But if you guys help us get to 1 million subscribers on YouTube, we might be able to own a 1-bedroom falling apart house in Santa Cruz one day.
Drew said, do you guys get tired of eating the same thing?
By the 5th day, we're a little tired of it, but then after 2 days of not eating it, after 2 days of not eating it, usually we're ready to eat.
You really did drop shit all over the place.
Today. Our house is a mess. We're gonna need to.
Omar sent us another rose.
Shout out to Omar.
And
making it rain with the roses.
7 Sky followed us.
Thank you, Sky.
All right, I'm all caught up.
Hell yeah, you guys are been crushing it in the
chat.
I always appreciate good questions.
Leo 4 reposted.
About. Thank you, Leo 4. All right, so we're gonna let our meal cool over there.
Bro, love my wife sent us 4 roses.
Awesome! Shout out to
Bro, love my wife.
You want to show them the close up of this, like the one under the light there. So
yeah.
You see the final product of that meal, what they've all been waiting for.
Yep.
Give them a good 30 seconds on that. Pan across, show them it all. Just go like right across there. Yeah.
Yeah, so the ones with 4 tofus in it are Mitchell's meal preps. The ones over here with 2 and 3 tofus are my meal preps. So we have very different protein needs. I usually save the 3 tofu meals for days where I hit a hard workout. It's hard for me to eat more than 2 blocks on a day where I'm less active.
So yeah, each one of my meals has like 70 grams of protein in it. Usually I'll do that after my workout, so that's about a third of what I need for the day. So that meal's spot on.
Bro, love my wife. Reposted for us.
Shout out to Bro.
And then John 2858 followed us.
Shout out to John.
Kemsey followed us, and Doha followed
Shout out
us.
to Kenzie and Doha.
Tracy said, so you just cook the vegetables in oil, no spices or flavoring?
So the ones in meal prep that you saw, those ones we cooked in olive oil, and then we added the no salt seasoning from Costco, and we added some salt to that because we want some sodium. The ones in the pan now, there's nothing in there yet, but we're gonna show you how we add some flavor to that using our seitan crumbles.
Diana was asking, delicious. I meant the purple and green on the stove.
So this one doesn't. Yeah. So this doesn't have any seasoning on it yet.
No, she's asking what it is.
Oh, what is it? Oh, I see.
Chard and purple kale. He's licking his paw.
Milo, stop licking your paw. Sorry.
We don't want to take you to the vet, bud.
Anyways, yeah. So we have shiitake mushrooms in that pan, and on top we have purple kale and rainbow chard. Yeah. So that we're gonna add these seitan crumbles to. Let me open these really quick and get these out of our way here. So this is one of our other high protein sources. So besides like beans, nuts, and seeds, stuff like this is where you want to really prioritize getting your protein. So this is the Upton's seitan crumbles. I'm gonna show you a package of that.
Kitty Cat's Kitty said, used to have the same lamp, threw it out because the sand on the bottom that holds it up ran out. I'm not sure if she meant that lamp or this lamp.
I don't know. I know our lamp has sand in it. Yeah, we're doing Italian seasoning. Actually, some of them are chorizo. We usually get the Italian seasoning one. Yeah, they come in this package. When you open this, they crumble up and they look like ground beef type crumbles. These have really good macros. 1/2 gram of fat. You want to switch the lights a little dark there. 1/2 gram of fat. 7 grams of carbs, 17 grams of protein, and 2 ounces of this. So if you compare that to like 4 ounces of chicken breast, this is actually more protein dense than chicken breast. Chicken breast would have like, I think 25, 30 grams of protein per 4 ounce. This has 34 grams of protein per 4 ounces.
Tracy asked, what do they taste like?
Well, this one is the Italian seasoning one, so it tastes like pizza.
Yeah.
Like it has like a pizza flavor, like they put like some seasoning on your pizza. And then there's one where it's chorizo flavored, like if you've ever been to like I don't know if like the area you live, you have good Mexican food, but like that ground up like sausage like chorizo flavor. I don't like that one as much. The Italian one is definitely much more flavorful, and I just think it tastes better, but that's my preference.
Diana said, looks so colorful and yummy.
Alright, so let's stir this up. Oh yeah, turn it down a little. So I'm gonna drop those seitan crumbles right on top. Otherwise, I would add some seasoning to it, but the seitan crumbles have a lot of flavor already. There's seasoning in that.
Well,
mix that in with the vegetable.
Your mom's on YouTube.
Oh, hi. Welcome. I'm glad you.
Your actual mom, not like the mom that.
Not the one that.
Or like fake mom on TikTok.
The username mom.
Yeah. But yeah, she said the Italian one is good in lasagna.
Oh yeah, so my mom made a lasagna and used these Italian seasoning crumbles in it as like the ground meat. So there's a lot of uses for this type of stuff. So you want to show them up close.
Yeah.
So you squeeze these and they turn into little crumbly pieces. And it's I would say it's very similar. Like if you got like a really lean ground turkey, that's the closest meat thing I could compare that to. Not that we're like really trying to replicate meat, but it's the fact that we have a significant amount of protein from that. So I'd say something like this is much healthier than like a Beyond Meat or Impossible Meat crumbles type of thing, because it doesn't have all the oil that the Beyond Meat has. And it also tastes a lot better than the Beyond Meat. They're kind of hard to find though, so like not a lot of grocery stores have them.
Yeah, supposedly they're kind of going out of business. So
they're going out of business.
Well, they're like trying to save the business at the moment. Yeah. Dap Rugged said, my ex called my meat Beyond Meat.
I don't see Beyond Meat very highly, so that's like quite an insult. You need to come up with a good.
Yeah, he
comeback
had
for that
crying
one.
emojis.
You can't let your ex roast you like that, dude.
It was a bunch of crying emojis with that. It's funny the things that like get banned and the things that don't on TikTok. Like there's
Well, it's
certain
a cooking
comments.
thing, so I don't think he's talking about the different type of meat.
I know, but it's weird some of the comments that like get banned that don't. I don't know why they get banned on TikTok, and then the things that just go through.
Yeah, so
Like that feels like one we should have needed to approve, but like just went through. But I think it's
usually
funny.
like
Yeah.
the banned comments. I think
No, I usually approve
those are
them unless they're
those are
like
the
just
best
spam.
comments.
Yeah.
All right, so that's our last one. So I had 5 of these. Each one of these has 68 grams of protein in it. So 5 times 68 is 340 grams of protein
Oh, it's good mental math.
added to that. Yeah, so
Milo's being really cute right now.
well,
He's so sleepy.
show them this real quick. So I added those on top, and I'm just gonna like mix that in to the vegetables so that the vegetables take on the flavor of the seitan crumble.
Tracy sent us a sakura corgi.
Thank you for the
Yeah,
corgi.
thanks for the corgi.
Yeah,
That's really cute.
That's one of the cuter ones.
Yeah.
Nice. Thank you so
I don't think
much.
we've ever gotten a corgi.
Maybe it was from Milo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hence the corgi.
Ivy said, "Do you guys add electrolytes to your water? And if you do, how many a day do you use?"
We don't do any electrolytes in our water usually. You can get enough electrolytes in your food, but what I think is a good way to get electrolytes is trying to get more like fruit in there. I think that's a great way to do it. So like we have like watermelon in our fridge. Like you can have a piece of watermelon. If you're really looking for the electrolyte boost, sprinkle a little salt on that. Or like pickles or something. Good way to get some electrolytes. But we don't do an electrolyte drink.
Might be a good idea
bad.
if you're sweating a lot. Like, might be good to get like something that's like not super high in sugar.
Unless you're like extremely active and sweating a ton and need it to kind of refuel while you're doing that, I don't think it's very necessary. But like if you're on a hike in a really hot area and you're sweating a ton, electrolytes in the water can be a good idea. But
Yeah. It helps you actually retain the water better.
I find that is a good way to just refuel the electrolytes because electrolytes are sodium, potassium, calcium, magnesium. All of that stuff can be found in food. So if you're eating a balanced diet, you should have a good amount of that circulating through your blood usually. But some people really like to push it, like Santa Cruz Medicinals likes to really hype up the electrolytes. Like he gives health advice when he's like, "Buy my electrolytes." I think electrolytes are good, but I think sometimes they're a little overhyped. But I think it kind of stems from that a little bit.
Carlitos
trending a lot lately.
Carlitos said, "I missed it. What is that on top of the kale?"
So that's our seitan crumbles. That's these. There you go. These so I can put them in the trash after. The Upton's Naturals seitan crumbles. I have a
Yeah, we got a couple different types of that: the Italian and the chorizo.
Yeah.
That's what the chorizo one looks like. It's hard to show on both TikTok and YouTube. Okay, and then Deva Cassell said, "Will you spill while you cook?" Yes, he did.
We have
the answer is yes to that one.
But it's no fun for you guys to watch us clean, so we just do that all after. We'll let that sit there for a little bit.
Who's a Fell said, "Is there any foods that have electrolytes, or is it in sports drinks only?"
No, food. Pretty much every food has electrolytes. Fruits and vegetables have electrolytes. Like I was saying before, calcium, potassium, magnesium, sodium. All of these things are naturally found in like the majority of foods. So, like if you look at the label, I don't have a label anywhere conveniently accessible. Like beans. Down here we can look. We have 20, not very much calcium, but there's potassium in beans. So I mean, like you are getting some from that. Most food has salt, like this has sodium in it already, so you're getting some electrolytes from your food. Odds are, if you're eating a balanced diet, you're getting enough electrolytes. But if you're like in a situation where you are sweating a ton and you don't have food available, like a long hike or a really long run or something, electrolytes can be a good way for a little pick me up mid-exercise or something like that. So I feel like the appropriate use for electrolytes is like 1 hour into vigorous exercise once you sweat out all your electrolytes as a way to refuel your electrolytes without having to like digest a meal. That's the purpose of Gatorade. They're like, oh, if you give athletes Gatorade at halftime, they get some sugar, they get some electrolytes. They put like red 40 in it, so I mean that part's not very good, but that's the idea.
Carlitos said thank you, and
Yeah, of
Fit
course.
Fit Quick Coach said fruit is amazing way
What's
to
up, Fit Quick
hydrate.
Coach? Welcome
He also
back.
said fit vegans keep rocking.
Oh yeah, dude.
Tracy said I'm from Canada. Can I get the seitan here? Do you think?
Perhaps, but
I'm not really
shout
sure.
out to Fit Quick Coach. I want to give him a shout out. He's a vegan that's been building muscle. If that inspires you, I want to say just check out his page. He's always making content, but he's a great shape for a vegan. So shout out to Fit Quick Coach 40 plus. I forgot your
25
name.
plus.
25. Oh, it used to be 40 plus. He changed his name. Anyways, yeah, he's yeah. I forgot your name. You can remind me your name. I probably keep forgetting unless it pops up on in the chat, but.
Who'safel said thanks for the info. But yeah, I don't know, Tracy, whether or not you can get the Upton Seitan in Canada. I'm sure there's some brand that you can get there, even if it's not the Upton Seitan. The Upton's does have really good macros, but you might be able to buy it online as well. So I'd look into that. But I know a lot of things that are available in the US are usually available in Canada. So I would guess yes.
You could buy it online in bulk. It's probably cheaper than buying from the store. I thought about doing it since we go through like 5 packs of them a week.
Yeah.
But, that would be a decent idea. I need to strain some beans, but hold on, there's a mess in the sink. We have a big mess.
Fit Quick Coach said, thanks, I appreciate it. Soon we'll be 50 plus. Where the time goes.
Yeah.
Yep. That's great.
Alright, so what we're gonna do,
Need the strainer?
Yeah, I need to
don't judge our plastic strainer. We need to get a metal one. This is one thing that we have not upgraded yet, so please no judgment. Sorry guys. We will be back in just a second. Mitchell's just clearing out the sink.
We needed some sink space for
Fit Quick Coach said, and it was my Dinga. My wife is Inga.
That's right, that's his name.
So couple mashup names. She doesn't like being on camera though.
Oh, Dinga is like both of your names combined?
I think so. I don't know what his name is.
Sorry, it's a hard name to remember. If it was like John or something, it'd be like, oh yeah, but like I haven't heard that name, so it doesn't register. But I'll try to remember
some
Dinga.
name with a D.
Yeah. Let's get the can opener. Let's see. But I always remember your face, so we won't forget about you. So we're cracking open 4 cans of beans. That's gonna go.
Damien.
Damien. Oh, okay. I can remember Damien. That's. I gotcha.
I don't know if I'll remember Damien. You might have to remind us one more time, but we'll get there. DNM said, "Who did you just recommend that you said to follow?" The guy who just commented, Fit Quick Coach 25 plus Damien. Cool guy.
Yeah, if you're vegan, I think you'd probably like it. Anyways, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna get some new Tupperwares out in a second, and then we're gonna put together our last meal. But I'm just gonna strain these first. 4 cans of beans. What I would like is, we don't have like the biggest kitchen space and a lot of counter space, so it would be hard to have another appliance or pot boiling. So just out of convenience, we do these. But optimally, you can just cook your own beans. They kind of take a while to cook too. I think they're prepared best if you cook them low and slow, like in a crock pot or something. But given that we're just trying to meal prep in like a 2-hour span, that means we probably have to like get them cooking the night before or something. And so just for the convenience, we do the canned beans. But
IV said, "What's your guys' Chinese food order?"
We don't really get Chinese food too often.
We get a lot of Thai food.
Thai food is
usually our Asian food of choice.
Yeah.
I get
Chinese food typically like I don't really enjoy when food's like too oily. And it's hard to find like cleaner Chinese food, but usually at an Asian restaurant, like tofu, rice, and veggies, like what we have here, but like in some different form is like the go-to.
Like I like pad kra pao. It's like a basil tofu veggie dish, and Mitchell really likes like a curry, like a red curry. at our local Thai food restaurant. Zwawi Bhakti said, I am from Algeria and followed us.
Hey, shout out to Swawi from, what did you say?
Zwawi, I think, from Algeria.
Swawi from Algeria.
Hell yeah.
Fans all over the world.
Oh, DNM said she followed Fit Quick Coach. Nice. Love to like support other creators.
Yeah, I always try to support other vegan fitness people. It's
yeah.
Inspiring to show people that you can build muscle on a vegan diet.
Tracy said, I think soaking them overnight in the fridge helps them a lot.
It definitely does soften up the beans. If you try to boil them like quickly like rice, sometimes they're too hard and fibery, and I don't feel like you digest them very well. So
Ruth Ann asked, what did you make?
So what we have over here, if you missed it, we have tofu, rice, and veggies. We have our, you want to show them before I package that up? Yeah, we have our curry rice. We have a veggie stir fry, which is purple cabbage, broccoli, and carrots. And then we have Cajun tofu on top. Those are those bigger blocks. Just baked tofu with Cajun seasoning on it.
And then Ivy said, always looks so good.
Thanks, Ivy.
Luke said, what is Algeria? Someone said they were from Algeria. It's a country. Is Algeria in Africa?
I think it's like Northern Africa.
Northern Africa, yeah. Just a country in Northern Africa.
Okay, so... Alright, let's throw these in the fridge. So I let them sit out and cool a little bit.
Isn't that where our neighbor is from?
Yeah, I think she's from Algeria.
Yeah.
Or did she say Georgia?
No, I think she's from Algeria.
I think so, yeah. Alright, so I let these cool first. You don't want to put things in the fridge like hot. Apparently that's bad. Sorry, man. This is my stuff. We're going to switch sides of the fridge. It's going to be a little confusing, but I already started that.
Mia gave us a follow. Thank you, Mia. Shout out to Mia. DNM said 17K. Oh, about the likes on the live stream. Hell yeah.
Dude, he's even crushing the likes the whole time.
It's a girl.
Is it her? Is she the same person that did that at
I think so, yeah.
Oh yeah, shout out to DNM.
Yeah. Appreciate you.
Okay, I need a quick piss break.
She's really hyping us up. Devaskel said, why are you packing these many boxes? How many days it will last? Oh, okay. We're packing the boxes for 5 days worth of meal prep. So I'm going to go ahead and start putting out our next meal prep. So getting these set on the table. And then when Mitchell gets back, he's going to start dishing those out. So once again, 5 days worth of our meal prep. So the one that you just saw us pack up, that was our lunch. And now we're going to get started on our dinner. So that's seitan, beans, veggies, some more curry rice. That's what's going to go in these next meal preps. And as you can see, all glass containers. Yes, there are plastic lids, but otherwise it's all glass containers that we got. Balding 2 with a weird ponytail. I think Breezy Bree is trying to tell you that you're balding. He said that's fucked up, but he doesn't have a mic on right now. Let's see. Let me flip this around for a second so you guys can actually see me. Okay, let's see what we got in the chat. Let's see. Oh, I thought we had more chat. Oh, Huzafel said, is it a good idea to eat mainly carbs before doing anything physical, yard work, etc., then protein when finished? It's good to have a mix of both, but yeah, the carbs can help fuel your workout, so definitely good to have for your workout. And you want the protein to be able to replace that broken down muscle tissue so that your body doesn't recycle it from the rest of your body. Your body's really good at recycling protein, but if you feed it more exogenous protein, it'll be able to build muscle a lot easier. So that's why we want to make sure we're eating enough protein. All right, let me flip this back around.
I'm very hydrated today. I probably have more water than some people drink in a whole day, and it's like 9:44 a.m. I like to start my day with like a very good hydration. Like, you want your urine to be like slightly yellow, but when you wake up in the morning, obviously it's pretty dark. So first thing I do in the morning is I get my jug of water. I just take a big chug. If you have coffee, that's going to dehydrate you, so you may want to make sure you're having some water.
I'm gonna read a few more comments and then I'm gonna start cleaning. Hoozafel said, "Thanks, first time here, just subscribe." Thank you, Hoozafel.
Shout out to Hoozafel.
Tracy said, "How much seitan do you have to eat, and how much is in the package?"
The package, there was 68 grams of protein worth in each one of those packages. So each of us will do like half of the package, so 34 grams of protein from seitan in each package.
Let's see. Yo Dog says, "Jesus saves, hell is real, put your faith in him alone to save you." To each their own on that. Breezy Bree said, "Yeah, you're out of his league. Why are you there? I know he's bad in bed." Damn.
What makes you think that?
That's really mean. And she also said he should be cleaning. What the fuck? I for some reason I was trying to approve the comment. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, now I should get banned.
And then said, "Make him do all the dishes. Maybe it will give him arm muscle."
Jesus. Why are you hating so
real
hard?
man hater there.
Imagine going on TikTok live. You're sitting on your couch watching that, and you're like, "I'm just gonna hate on these random people on TikTok live." Like
She
that.
said he's appropriately triggered. Mary Moonlight said, "How long do you find the meals last in the fridge? I always worry about meals going bad." I'm gonna leave you on that to sort through.
How long do we leave them in the fridge? Okay.
I'm gonna
Are you gonna tripod me?
I'm gonna tripod you. Let me flip
Right,
these around for you. Flip. Oh.
Oh, see, you can't address the people with the comments
That's
like that.
too bad.
All right, guys. We're getting restricted for saying naughty things based on the response of Breezy Bree. So we let Breezy Bree win this one. But guys, if this stream starts crashing and dying, go check us out on YouTube. We have all sorts of cool long form videos on there. Our goal is to get to 600 subscribers today. No, it's because we said something that you said, and then it popped up saying that there was inappropriate stuff being said. But anyways, on YouTube, we have some long form content on YouTube that I think you guys would like. We do a what we eat in a day type of video. We do grocery shopping hauls. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So Breezy Bree said, "Wasn't me, it was a banned comment. I'm using TikTok language. You're just mad and balding." Jesus Christ.
He's kind of balding.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like I don't know why you came in here mad about me doing something. I don't know, but you can keep hating it, and it helps our stream, and you comment hateful stuff, so you can keep doing it. Anyways, I'm gonna add the. Let me give you a better angle so you guys can see the food. Yeah, see, Breezy, see how more people join when you keep commenting bad stuff about us. So, all right. So you can see our meals here. Let me get the serving spoon. All right. So we're going to evenly distribute this throughout our meal preps here. We're going to do our garbanzo beans on top of that. All right, Meat said she's projecting, just checking her profile. She's the one balding. Damn. All right. So. All right. Yeah, Breezy, Ilana's cleaning at the moment, so you're not getting what you wanted here.
Did she want?
She wanted me to. She wanted me to
clean. Yeah. We actually have like a really nice deal. So he does all of our driving, and so that's why I do all of our dishes. I really highly recommend if there's something you hate doing, get your partner to do it and exchange them something fair. So that has been our exchange for like the last, I want to say like 3 years. So works out pretty well for us.
Oh, I almost spilled the coffee. I'm glad I caught that. Yeah, Breezy, we have strong gender roles here. I hope that triggers you a little more.
All right, so that tripod, we got a cheap tripod off of. It's basically like a Temu tripod, but that's why it fell and almost landed in the food. Let's see. Sorry, we're gonna give you guys a better angle in a second. My hands are full of serving up the food. Let's see. Okay.
Milo looks really cute on the couch right now.
How long do you find the meals last in the fridge? I always worry about meals going bad before eating. Basically, you'll leave them in the fridge for 5 days. So usually by the fifth day, I'd say it's a little more questionable. But yeah, you can kind of meal prep to whatever duration you can tolerate. I think everyone's a little bit different on that. So yeah, we do 5 days, but if you don't like that, you can do like 3 days. But it really depends on what you cook too. So like certain things spoil quicker than others. Like in our meals, we put white rice. We find that that stays in the Tupperware a little bit fresher than something like brown rice, for example. So you kind of have to have a little trial and error. But like we used to do quinoa. We like quinoa, but it was like I don't know. That would not stay in the Tupperware very well. It would spoil a lot quicker. So that just came from like trial and error. Let's see. So someone said, "Why can't you delete her?" We could delete her from the chat, but that's fine. Let's see. I need to evenly distribute these beans a little bit better. Then we're going to show you the final fridge product. There we go. All right, let me give you a better angle. Sorry, Ilana needed to start doing the dishes because she has to work soon, and we need to get things cleaned up. Let's flip you around. Flip, flip. Okay. There we go. So, final product of that meal, we have curry rice, garbanzo beans. We have our seitan, and then for veggies, we have our kale, Swiss chard, and shiitake mushroom. So you don't work and provide either. We both work, Breezy. Here, we're gonna go visit your profile and give you a little roast real quick. How do we oh, I can't visit you right now, but
We'll do that after.
yeah, come back next time. I'll check out your profile and we can roast you, but yeah. Here, what we'll do. There we go. Okay, we blocked her. It's going on for too long. Does tofu last longer than seitan when it comes to prepping? I think the seitan works a little bit better sometimes. So the reason for that is it's less wet. Let me get you set up down here. Yeah, so the more moisture, the harder that is going to be to stay in the Tupperware. Well, we've made our own seitan before. It depends on how you make it. That could be not so great. Oh, wait, I need to package that up first. Hold on. All right. All right, let's come back to meal prep station. All right. So yeah, we're gonna show you the little fridge tour to finish off, and then we'll wrap it up. Yeah, if you guys want more content like this, if you didn't get enough for the day, check us out on YouTube, Infinite Motion Coaching. If I go on there and we have 600 subscribers when we're done, I'm gonna be pretty stoked today. So we really appreciate it if you can go check us out over there. You can watch our grocery shopping haul video. We have a what we eat in a day video, all sorts of fun stuff like that. All right. Let's bring you to the fridge. About how much protein was in the last dish? In the seitan meal, the one I just packaged up, that has let's see, about 34 grams of protein from the seitan. We have another 7 or 8 from the beans and some rice. I would say 45. We'll say 40 to 50 grams depending on the size. Like mine are a little bit larger than Ilana's. So, yeah, 40 to 50 grams. In the tofu meal, it has much more. The tofu is a little more abundant, so we can put more of that in there. The tofu meal had like 60 or 70 grams in mine. How much protein does a woman need a day? That is a great question. So, everyone's protein needs are a little bit different depending on how much muscle mass they have. So, if you're really looking to build muscle and that's your goal, like a gram of protein per pound of body weight, bless you. So if you weigh 130 pounds, getting 130 grams of protein would be sufficient for building muscle. You might build muscle if you eat less than that, but I would say like try to aim for like zero point 0.7 to 1 grams of protein per pound of body weight, regardless of if you're a woman or a male. If you're really trying to build muscle, you can go more than that. But like I said, it just depends on the extent that you want to build muscle. Frenchie John Paul said, I subscribe to you because of your organization. Thank you for subscribing. I'm glad you like our organized meal prep. We've been meal prepping for a long time. So I've been meal prepping probably for the last like 10 years of my life, just since college. It was a good way to save money and eat healthier and build muscle more easily. So, yeah, I recommend it to everyone. It's just such a good way to eat healthier. It saves you money. It saves you a lot of time. So, I mean, like, yeah, this is just like, I think everyone should be doing this to some degree. It doesn't have to be such a big operation like we do, like cooking 5 days worth of food, but even just doing that for like 3 days is a great way to just make sure you're getting some healthy meals and getting enough protein in throughout the week. Because if you think about it, like the amount of time it takes you to go to the grocery store or go to the restaurant and order food. Yeah, we spent 2 hours meal prepping today, but now we don't have to go and spend time finding food during the week. How can I get enough protein without going over on my calories? That's a great question. So just try to prioritize your protein intake and eliminating things like oils in your diet, I think, are a great way. Just watching the fats. Too much fat is an easy way to go over in calories. So just watching out for oily foods and stuff like that, and just make sure you have enough protein. It'll keep you full, and you won't want to eat as much. So on the bottom here, we have our meals all contain 20 meals for the two of us. What we have up here, we have a watermelon. We have that cut up. I need to find a spot for said watermelon. I took that out, but we'll figure that out in a moment. We have some fruit, so some berries. We have a little fruit grower, oranges and plums. Up top, we have a lot of spinach. We get that at Costco. We put a lot of that in our smoothie. That's tofu from Costco for next week's meal prep. We get these 0-calorie sparkling waters. That's good to kind of have as a snack or just to knock the craving. So something like that could be a good dieting tip. We have some various stuff, sauces, little cold brews that we got. Someone gave to us. Kombucha, hot sauce. Our omega-3 stash, we have flaxseed, chia seed, hemp seeds, walnuts. Let's go to the freezer. We have all sorts of frozen fruit from Costco. That's pretty clutch. So mixed berries. We have a smoothie that we made with that. We'll show you that in a second. And then mango as well. And then our smoothies, we already kind of prepared them earlier. Sorry, excuse the mess. There's food everywhere, but we're working on it. We're going to blend those up and have that for breakfast. Let's see. Flip you around. We're going to wrap it up here, guys, but we appreciate all the support today on the stream. You guys were awesome. If you want something more to watch, definitely go check us out on YouTube. Now's a great time to go subscribe because we're going to end the stream. Help us get to 600 subscribers today. We would be stoked if that can happen. Yeah, a couple more chats. Love a smoothie, healthy way to have a sweet treat. Yeah, it's our favorite meal of the day. Dean NM said, I really enjoy watching both of you. My goal is to change it up from eating mostly carbs. Thank you for watching. We appreciate it. And Ivy said, have a great day.
Thanks, Ivy.
See you guys next time. And go subscribe on YouTube, Infinite Motion Coaching. See you next time. Have a great weekend, Mary. Okay.